pay
you,
attention to
Mr.
the
Mike
stream
Chin.
when the intro starts. Please do that.
Ooh,
So that will
okay.
be
I'm excited.
something.
Is it going to be really going to be something? Is it just me? Let me make sure I've got the stream on here.
Yeah, it's gonna blow your.
Is it going to blow my cock off?
It's gonna blow your nipples off. Your nipples are gonna
Really?
come out.
And my cock? Is it going to be a
No,
double?
your cock's not involved. No.
Why are you so worried about your
Just
cock getting
nipples.
blown off?
Yeah.
Well,
Such a small thing to be worried about.
Exactly. Like my nipples, they're quite small too.
Are they? I don't see. There's some things I just don't need to know about you.
I don't know. That's pretty important.
Nipples.
Sorry, I am ready, but it's
There's
I'm not.
A15, by the way, on the.
Oh yeah, I forgot
YouTube.
to do that.
New
I'm-
graphics, same
new
old bad numbering.
No, it's just because this new graphics is now just proper tripping me up because I'm.
Do you know
I
what
love it.
though? We'll get used to it
Blowing
once
into the
we've done it a
cartridge,
few
that's
times.
awesome.
I'm liking it, by the way. I'm liking the new graphics.
Yeah, we're
it's-
blowing a little cartridge. Look, see, it's fun. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
I like
I like
how
that.
we all have fancy gloves on.
I think it's because
Yeah.
Jamie was inspired by like Mickey Mouse, so all
Okay.
our
Yeah.
characters are kind of.
Do I look like a vermin to you? I'm some kind of rodent?
Listen, if you would like me to have the
No,
graphics
no,
back
I'm
again-
joking. It's all just goofiness. Oh, goofy.
Right, so I've got to change the thing, which won't reflect on the thing, but never mind. Here we go.
Hey, SLH.
So it's the wrong episode name on the stream, but I think if people reload it, it becomes the right one, but whatever. It's fine.
Like anybody fucking gives a shit.
Yeah, like everyone gives a shit.
So please, yeah, make sure you're watching the stream when the intro starts. So whenever you're ready, Duke.
Well, let's
I'm
get
ready.
on for
Are
this.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Welcome yo to the veteran gamers. Juju, Jimmy, other fellas will tell you about every single game that we playing this week. News, reviews, and an indie pick.
So,
Stu's story time
hey,
and
you guys
Jimmy's
gonna
game
ask me about
breakers.
my
Here
hat?
comes Duke with soundbite saviors.
You better be dead,
It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers.
Oh, damn. We like singing along. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome.
Duke, lay off the
Switch
sound
that
effects.
console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
And they're on, Stu.
Hello and welcome to episode 816 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yeah, 816. Welcome, people. I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
And I'm Chinny.
And we are not military veterans, people. We're veterans of the gaming lifestyle.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And it's some sad news today.
Sad
Because
news,
today is
why?
today is officially the last day of summer.
Why are you
I
saying
go back
stuff
tomorrow
like that?
for
Why
the
are you
start
making
of the
us-
new school year, but it's going to be an awesome school year.
Why?
What?
Why are you upsetting
Why?
us by telling us the last day of summer?
Because it's a reality, and that's part of the deal of friendship is that
You
you
know-
share sadness, which cuts it in half, and you share joy, which doubles it.
Do you know, actually, to be honest, it's been pitch black when I'm getting up for work in the morning.
Yeah,
and I'm
it's starting
like,
to get dark.
oh,
It's starting to get
fuck."
dark. Yeah.
Ah,
I'm very sweaty, by the way. So that's why I've just had
It
to
is
have a
daylight.
shower. I've been running
Yeah.
around. I've been cooking steak
Ready
for
to-
tea. I was
Mm.
really hot, and then I'm even hotter.
You're just hot
Sweating
anyway.
Hot stuff. I've been gardening.
hot.
I've been gardening.
Hey.
I've been bit about
Oh,
4 or 5
Ooh.
times, and I don't know.
Both of
don't,
y'all been out in the heat. Oh, sweaty.
don't talk to me about gardening. Oh, fuck. Oh. Luckily,
Okay.
I haven't actually been doing any
Okay.
of it.
I wasn't planning on
I
it.
won't then.
But yeah, no, I'm going to tell you anyway. Because
So yeah,
I haven't
this
been doing
is the
shit.
thing, Stu. You said something there, but you didn't mean it, did you?
Yeah, but you
No,
took it
no, no,
literally.
no, I
It's a
didn't mean
figure
it.
of speech.
What you meant,
figure
Stu,
of
is the
speech.
opposite. You said,
I
"Please
did.
talk to me
Let's talk about
Yeah,
gardening.
actually,
I will tell
Yeah.
you about gardening, is what he meant.
it's like common things that just mean the same thing, but they're exactly opposite. Because today
Yeah.
at work, we were talking about whatever was on for dinner, and one of the staff said, "Oh, I'll have some of that." I'm like, "Oh, I bet you're down for that, aren't you?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, defo, right." And then I went, "Well, you could be up for it as well,
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
you?"
Yeah, yeah. You
It's
could
the
throw it
same
in.
bloody thing. It means the same thing up and down. What the fuck? Anyway,
Anyway.
yes, we had a fucking monster of an ivy growing on top of our shed.
Don't talk
And
to
when I
me
say-
about Ivy, Stu.
When
Don't
I
talk
say
to
Talking
me.
all about
monster,
sheds.
Don't
It was
talk.
like a frigging ivy tree.
Don't talk
mean,
to
this
me
thing is
about.
Poison.
Is yours
Trees.
the same? Are you all right? Are you
Don't
ivy
talk to me
bound
about
as
mute
well?
buttons.
The fucking ivy in my fucking garden is ridiculous. Like
It's fucking
ridiculous.
mental, isn't it?
It's mental. Mental.
But I've got to say, bless him, Adam, Millie's boyfriend, got
Oh,
on
yeah.
top, like literally
Has he
got
been
it
doing
all
some
off
graft?
the shed.
I mean, doing some
He's
graft.
Adam
been
got
doing
on
some
top, huh?
serious grafting.
He's gonna have to do some graft after you're up.
I know. I might have
Fucking
to
get
him
on
to mow
there.
the
Get on the
lawn or
bloody
something.
roof.
You need a
Fab.
bell. You're gonna have a
Mow
bell to
lawn.
ring. It's like, bring me more
I know,
orange
yeah,
juice.
well, I'm definitely going to be doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was been on top of the shed. He's got all the ivy off the shed. It's still
Bless
a
him.
shit ton to get rid of, though. I mean, this
Oh, don't talk to me
He
about
really
shit.
likes Millie,
We
huh?
bought-
Don't talk to me about shit tons.
is we bought
Honestly.
we bought 2 1-ton bags. You know, like builders bags.
I've got 4
So
of
we bought
those.
2 of them.
Don't
Yeah, we
talk to me
bought 2
about
of
ton
those.
bags. I shifted, honestly, I shifted 2 ton of gravel from the front garden to the back garden
Oh,
with
yeah, we did
buckets.
that.
Yes.
It's
So
not
With,
good, is it?
with buckets, Stu. No wheelbarrow, buckets.
Buckets.
Oh no, we had a wheelbarrow, but it's still a lot to move.
Don't talk to me
regardless of
about
how
people
you
that
move
use wheelbarrows, Stu.
it. Is this getting your garden ready for your party?
Yes, it is.
It's like, oh, gotta get the garden ready. I don't want people come around and we've got a scruffy garden.
Put your
Yes,
best foot
unfortunately,
forward.
I've already let Chinny know the bad news, but I won't be attending
won't
his
be
40th
there.
birthday.
Oh, I'm going getting an operation. Oh.
I know, I'm very upset.
I
I
want my
am
heart
going
to be
in,
better.
going in for my op on
No, we're,
A
Wednesday.
real man would say,
Wednesday.
"Fuck you and your operation, Doc. I got a party to go to."
yeah.
To be honest, I'd have been up for it. I was like, I'm up for this. I'm still gonna go regardless.
No
I'll be
patient, heal
fine.
thyself. Then go
I
tell
know.
him what's wrong.
And then Kay said, actually, probably no.
Yeah.
Probably no, because when I went for my pre-op on Monday, they basically said if anything needs tweaking
Yeah.
or altering after they've put it in, I've got to go back to Blackpool to get it done. And obviously
Mm-hmm.
that might happen in the first few days after having it stuck in me. So
Yep. No,
yeah,
that's
so it's
fine.
probably not a good idea
Stick
because
uh,
a
around Blackpool. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
They said.
Yeah.
2.5-hour drive, 3-hour drive.
I mean,
Probably
that's
not a good idea. if
Sticking
everything needs
around,
sorting
sticking
out.
around Blackpool is tough in itself, isn't it?
I know it is. Who wants to stick
Yeah,
around?
it gets your
Blackpool?
heart racing. That's what they
Jesus
do a
Christ.
stress test out.
Well, I'm, you know, Stu, I'm gutted.
very
I'm
sadly-
gutted, but I want you to be healthy. I want you to be
I know, that's
happy
probably a
and
better
rest,
idea.
and you'll be there in musical
Don't
form.
talk to me about wanting your friends to be
Well,
healthy.
yeah.
So
Because I haven't played as many games as I'd have liked this week because I spent nearly 5 hours
I
doing
appreciate
a
it.
mix of
And I
birthday
told you this
party.
when we talked earlier this week, but my work colleague had to make a playlist for a party and then stole
Yeah.
your mix from
By
me.
the way, make sure you send in the new one because I'm not happy with that old one.
Nah,
man.
nah,
There's
it's
only
tough
one
titties
bit.
now.
Hey, man, he's
It's-
playing the old one. Everyone at the party's gonna be like, "What the fuck
when-
is this
when
shit?"
was his
You'll go,
party?
No,
I think
sent
it's
it to
I
you."
think it's today. It's tough titties.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, don't worry about it.
It's not that bad, but you know when something just bugs you and you just
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
live with it.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
You're a
I can't live with it,
perfectionist.
man.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
know.
I have to podcast with 2 of them.
Every
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well,
Yeah,
we're gutted,
so,
Stu.
you know.
I'm sorry, but I want you to be healthy.
Can
and I
I
said
just-
to
wait a
Tara,
minute.
we'll come up to you and see you,
Oh, that'd be cool.
and bring
Come up, man.
Bring Rosa.
what's her name? The little one that keeps running around
Yeah, the
everywhere.
little one.
Her.
The
We'll
little
bring
lass.
her, and yes, and I said
Gina Linetti when she comes back to Brooklyn
Can I
Nine-Nine.
just?
can't-
I also
can
wanna
just
make
just
a-
minute?
Harry,
I want to
Jake.
I
don't
want to
remember
tell
the
this
rest.
to Susan because I know she's listening now. We are coming to Stockport at the end of September
snap.
for
Woo!
Thea, my little niece's birthday, and I said to Tara, I was like, we've got to see Susan, and she said, why don't we do it when we go to Thea's birthday? So I'll let you know when that is, and then we'll come and you can meet
They're coming.
Rosa. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do it.
To be fair, to counter SLH's comment about me being a bit feeble because obviously
That's right.
you know,
she came to see me.
She came to see you. She was still in Manchester. Can I just say she was still in the city where she lives, whereas
Yeah.
I would be
Not
2.5
impressed. Sorry,
hours away
Susan.
from where
Yeah,
I
not
live. So
impressed.
yeah, no.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we got.
But I
Sir-
get your point. I do get your point.
no, we got Surly and Susan in the chat at the moment. I wanted to talk about something. I was listening to the Seal podcast. Right.
All right.
Well, we haven't
okay.
had an official story time jingle, so we need
It's
to
No, we
time
haven't.
for a story. It's time for a story. A very special story, especially for you.
All right, go ahead.
So,
What did you hear?
Can I just
about
whoa,
the
whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
whoa,
That
whoa,
was
whoa.
Susan saying major. Look, it's not a fucking dick swinging contest, this Susan. You know what I mean?
But if it
I've
was,
had an up.
Prove
You'll
what
have
she
an up.
wants.
I don't know.
Sure.
You had an up. I'm
Yeah.
having an
my
up.
up is
I don't
worse than
know.
yours.
It's not
No.
a competition.
No.
Well,
Well, I
So-
had my
so-
whole leg chopped off.
So I was listening to the Seal podcast, and there's a trend on TikTok at the moment, and I won't
Go
bore you with the details because you have to sort of keep up with it. But there's like a bit of music that people have been editing cool clips to, right? And they've been editing like The Sopranos to it, and they've been editing Breaking Bad, and they've been editing different things. And the one show called Snowfall, I don't know if you're familiar with the show, Stu, but
I'm
Snowfall.
not.
This
no.
trend, it's actually about how they introduced heroin into black culture to make to fuck them up, and in LA and everything, Duke. So yeah, you'd be interested. It's a good
I feel
show.
like
Snow
I've
was-
heard of it.
I
do
thought
feel
snow
like
is
I've heard of it.
cocaine usually.
Maybe it's
Why is it
cocaine.
called
I haven't seen the. I haven't seen
Oh.
the show. But
Oh, you're accusing me of being racist, but you don't even know which drug they're talking about.
no, I'm not accusing you of being racist. When did I do that?
What were you going to say at the end of that little rant there
You
about
big
how serious
racist.
the show?
So
We all
um,
know
anyway,
little
they've done this music to this edit to this show called Snowfall, and the reason why it's so popular is because well, I'll play it to you, right? I'll just play it to you. Right?
What, are we allowed to play this music?
No.
Oh,
Hold on.
you get to play music.
I can't hear it anyway.
Bodies.
So what he does is like there's a scene where he's like listing all these people, and then he says bodies, and then he goes they're all dead, right? So he's basically I haven't seen the show, but I think he's saying like, I've killed everybody, I'm the Don, right? Again, I'm not sure of the plot, but I could have done that with all the podcasts that have come and gone since we've been podcasting, right?
Yeah.
Because he lists a bunch of names that have died. And I've written them all down, the ones that I could remember, right? So I could have said.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I misunderstood what you meant.
So
Now I get
basically,
what you're
all the
saying.
podcasts that have died since
Yeah,
we've done this.
That came about because
do it
of
and
us
then
most of the
do the-
time.
One
yeah,
of
and then
these,
just
one of
disappeared.
these might have an asterisk because they pop up now and again and do one every
Yeah, yeah.
now and again. I'll let you figure out which one that is. But I could say Midlife Gamer, 360 Plex, Couch Mercenaries, Game Punchers, Boss Wave, True Skill Games, Entertainers, The Play Vault, Joysticks and Chill. They're all dead.
They are all dead.
And guess who's still here? Us.
We are.
Us.
And the Overseas Connection and the Seal
And the
podcast. So, fuck them all.
Why is the overseas connection finished?
No. We're
Oh, you meant they're the ones still
Still
going.
We're
here.
still
They are.
there. I'm only
Sorry.
joking. And all these, but I miss them all. I do miss them all. I love them all. But they're all dead, Stu.
They're all dead.
And we're here.
What was the one Hardly Dan was on? There was another one, wasn't there? Before.
He's on
He's on the games
everyone.
No, there was the one with the other guy. Is it Lifelike? Was it Lifelike?
I thought that was the
Joysticks and Chill. He's on Joysticks.
Oh,
and
is that
Chill.
the Gamesman? Oh, that was the Gamesman, wasn't
The
it? You're right.
Gamesman,
You
yeah,
said that.
that
You
was
said the Gamesman.
No, I
didn't
didn't.
you?
I didn't say the
Oh, you
Gamesman,
didn't?
No.
I thought
Hello,
you said the Gamesman.
is my mic working? Like, can y'all hear me?
Sometimes we can't. I think there's some sort of noise reduction thing.
Is that true?
I think so.
No.
I didn't hear.
Oh, I heard. I
didn't hear you.
I
say the
heard you say
Gamesman.
the Gamesman. Then I
Oh,
was like,
okay.
oh yeah, the
Maybe I'm
Gamesman.
just
I was
being
agreeing
ignorant.
with you.
Anyway, they're all.
Because if I'm not being loud enough, I could be louder.
No,
Okay.
no,
That's
dude,
usually
you
not the
bit-
problem,
again,
but I'm not going to be ignored if the choice is being too loud or
Again,
being
you're
ignored.
misunderstanding.
loud.
When
Okay.
you said the Gamesman, you said it in a way that I thought he'd already said it, and I was
Ah,
like, "All right, he's
okay.
already said the Gamesman. He's already said it." But I
Let's-
misunderstood it. It's
Let's
fine.
move away right
fine.
from that and say we're still here. And what I was thinking about though is like all these podcasters probably got on with each other more than we do, right?
Yeah, they probably did.
Talking
But-
about.
Probably true.
Why would you say that? Why would you put our fucking dirty laundry out? Bullshit.
Not now, dude. Not now.
Get along fine.
Not now. Not now.
Dumbass.
Right. All right.
I can see why his
now.
graphic
We're
looks
talking about
like that.
right
By the
now.
way, can I just say?
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, interesting point. And but shout out to all those podcasts that have
Yeah.
moved on.
Anyone
But
got
I've
it's,
some-
died.
but
we
shout
love
out
you.
to the Overseas Connection and the Seal podcast that is still going, and
Yeah, they're
Joysticks
still
and
going.
Chill is kind of.
So it's
still-
hanging on.
But if
It's hanging
you
on
want,
by a thread.
if you want to hear three people that argue consistently, this is the show.
This is a show
This
for you.
is the
This is the show.
There it is.
show.
There you are.
There it
There's
is.
only one Chinny. There's only one Stu.
There's only
There
one
is.
Duke, and there can only be one Duchess.
Yes.
That's
right.
from the
See,
Gilded Age.
people,
Yeah.
people just don't have the staying power, do they? They don't have the
No,
effort. They don't
no.
put it
Right.
in.
I don't know
Can't
what.
keep it
what
going.
no, it's an interesting. Let's talk about it a little bit. Why do you think we've lasted so long?
Why not? We
Why
got nothing
not?
else going for us. Other people have like hobbies and things that they like to spend time with their
Do you know-
family. We're like, fuck that. 3
Yeah.
hours every week.
Do you
running
know
this
what though?
bar.
Actually, on a serious note,
Yeah.
I think part of the reason is that we've adapted around each other. Do you know what I mean?
Around each
If
other.
one of us needs to start a bit earlier or something happened and we need to move stuff or whatever, we're always quite flexible. Is that the right word? Flexible.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
probably-
but the question
Accommodate.
really is not as much why do we keep going as why do other shows not? And there's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
sorts of reasons why other shows have to pack it in. Sometimes, I mean, I doubt it's ever really. I mean, it could be personality conflicts, but usually it's like my life's too busy. I need to pull something out, or
Yeah.
people just lose as much passion for it as they used to have.
I guess
Which
so.
is good for us because we never had passion to begin with. So it's like we had
Yeah.
the same amount of
No, I'm just
passion that we had when we did our first show.
I just think it like sort of people move on. Like the Midlife Gamer, I think they sort of stopped playing video games. Is sort of
No,
my
he
understanding.
went. He went more into board games,
Yeah, that's
didn't he?
what-
He started playing loads and loads, which I play a lot. But, a bit
It's
of board
six
games
of one
as
and a
well,
half,
but I
a
play
dozen of the
video
other, Stu. But
games.
yeah, I think it. Yeah, he went on to board games, and then I checked before I accused them of not being around. I checked, and their last show was 2023, and that was the first show.
Was it?
And that was and they hadn't done one for 2 years before that. So before that was 2021. So, but I love.
give up. They said we might be back, but then
No, they're busy, or I don't know. Maybe they've moved on. I think I listened to.
I'm not busy. I got school starting tomorrow.
So what? There you
Yeah,
go. I bring
Duke's
it
always
back,
busy.
Duke. I bring it back. We're all busy, right?
Yeah.
So, but why
we
are
don't
we
make excuses.
still? Why are we still here?
Because we
Well, for
enjoy
me,
it. I like
It's a lot to
talking
do with
games.
ego and having fun. And
It is
talking about
ego,
video
isn't it? And
It
we've
is
got to a point now, and I think it was probably the 10-year mark, where you do it for so long, and you're like, well, it'd be a shame to not do it anyway. And we're getting to a point
It would
where
be very weird.
we're getting to a point where we're not there yet. We've still got a few years before us. It's going to be half my life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
When I get to, is it
That's
44?
crazy. 44.
40. When I get to
44.
44, I'll be doing this for half my life.
You will.
That's
And
insane.
100% of Rose's life.
Millie's fully grown up while
Yeah.
we've been doing this
I
show.
think so. In 2008, how old was Millie? Was she 6 or 7?
Well, she's 23 now. 23. So,
So she
well,
would've-
she was
Reason I
7.
don't teach
She
math.
was 7
I'm
years
like,
old.
Yeah,
7 years old.
Christ. I'm like-
eh.
But there you are. We've been doing this a long time, and it hasn't gotten any better. It's still pretty much it's consistency, isn't it?
Pretty much gotten worse. I mean,
I think it might
Yeah,
have
it's
gotten worse.
it's fucking terrible
It
now.
might have gotten worse.
Although, I'll be honest.
I
the
constantly
intro-
interrupt people, for instance.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
The intro and all the new graphics look really professional,
Hey.
and then like the content's fucking terrible.
I know. Look, look. Maybe that.
If you
might-
saw
yeah.
this, you think, oh,
Then
this
maybe
is
we should
some
stop talking
sick
about this bullshit and get on to video
professional-
games.
See, this
That
is
would
the
be a way for us
this
to
is
make
your
this
problem,
content more
Duke. You
professional.
think people care about what we think about games, but they care about us, Duke.
They care about us.
They care
No, they
about
want to
us.
hear us arguing and complaining and whinging.
No.
That's what they care
Care
about.
about us.
See,
Yeah,
JP.
you care about me?
JP.
Fine. How about
Hey, by
this?
the way-
I got this
by the
sticker.
way,
I don't know
Sam,
where
just
to
a minute,
put
I'm
it. I
just
think
gonna
it's going to
show
go
you
on my
something.
laptop, but I'm not sure. There's my
I'm just
update
going
for
to show you
the
something.
week.
Look.
Just play it. Just
Just
play
play
it.
it.
Look how loose this is. Look.
Oh, he's lost a bit of weight.
Yeah,
He's
when you
showing
first
off his
sent me this,
delts.
I'll be honest. I put it on, but I look like a bit of a sausage in it. You know, like I
Yeah.
was like sausage meat in a
Point to your
in a
delts,
piece
Jake.
of wrapped up pastry. Now it's baggy, man. It's
Yeah,
fucking
that's
baggy
good.
on me.
What size is that?
Extra large.
I'll have to send you a large then, won't
No. This is fine. It's just about.
He's
how
not
I
going that
like
far
it.
with
Okay.
it. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not
I?
going
No,
that
I'm going to
far,
put
man.
it back
Don't
on.
stick
Look.
her-
Don't worry, I'll put it back
Give
on.
over, man.
Yeah.
Although I have lost, can I just say I have now lost 2 stones, and
Yeah.
I've lost 3 stones from my heaviest, which was in 2022. It's about 2022, but I've lost 3 stones since then.
Yeah.
I'm now 14 stones, 3 pounds.
And,
done,
and
mate.
you feel well? Because that's most,
I
most
do,
important.
I do. Yeah, it was a
Healthy
good
and
thing to
feel
do.
well.
On
Fixated.
average, I'm losing about £1 a week. About £1.5 a week,
Yes.
which is fine.
Yeah.
Good luck
Oh,
with
do you
your
know
health
what? By the
goals.
way,
Yeah.
when I went from a pre-op,
Oh yeah. How did that go? Yeah.
yeah, that was fine. And the nurse said, "Oh yeah, she was quite funny." She went, "Do you want to see how it works?" I said, "Excuse me." And she went, "Well, there's a video doing the rounds on YouTube at the minute." And I was like, "Right." And she said, "This man who's got an ICD, well, he works in a garage, and he was walking out the garage, he collapsed, had a cardiac arrest, right?" She said, and then you can see the boom thing going in his chest, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said, and then he got back up and just went back to work, and he didn't even know it had happened.
Whoa.
And I was like,
What?
"Sorry." And she went, "Yeah,
Okay.
they caught it. They caught it on CCTV. They got it on CCTV when they were coming
He
out of the
didn't know it
garage."
happened.
And he didn't know it had
fell
happened,
down,
right?
didn't he? Oh,
He
yeah,
just
he didn't
thought
know it happened.
He thought he'd
He
fainted.
just thought he fell. Oh,
He just
well,
thought he'd fainted, right? So he
Well, if
got
I had a
back
machine
up.
in my chest to deal with me having a cardiac arrest and I fainted, I would think, wait a minute, maybe it's also that thing that's in my chest.
He went back into work. This is the thing, right? Went back to work. Worked the rest of the day like nothing had happened. Didn't even know. And then you have a box at home, and at night you have to send your readings to the hospital. So it obviously sends all the readings from your,
And they were like,
your
you had a
ICD.
heart attack, come the fuck
And then
in.
he got a phone call. By the way, can I just clarify? A heart attack and cardiac arrest are 2 completely
Sorry, you had a
different
cardiac
things.
arrest, come the fuck in.
Yeah, so they basically phoned him about 10 minutes after he sent his
Dr.
readings. And
Farrell.
yeah, I think you need to come in because, yeah, it appears you had a cardiac arrest today, so we need
That's
to check
crazy.
you out.
There is
I
no way
didn't
I
even
would
know.
not realize I had a cardiac arrest, A. And
No.
B, even if I just thought I fainted, I'm going home for the day. Fuck this, man. My
Wow.
work day is over. I
Is it-
fainted on the job. I'm out.
Is it a chap on a
Needless
car
to
park,
say-
Stu? Is it like a chap on a car park?
Yeah, it is.
He's got like a white T-shirt on.
I've not watched it because
Oh, I've
needless to
s-
say, I didn't
He
want
is
to watch
confirming that what he is looking
I
at.
think
you
I'm
watching
watching
it
it.
now?
I think I'm watching it now, and it's a chap. He 60s maybe, and he just falls over. Like he just and then 10 seconds later he gets up and he's fine.
Oh, poor
Yeah.
guy.
like
Mhm.
nothing happened. But the point she was making, like, this is how effective they are, it saves your life.
Yeah.
Time to
So
be
yeah,
alive.
so that was a bit like, yeah, okay.
Give me
then.
20 quid a
And
month,
then-
or I won't press
and
the
then
button
she
that
said-
switches it on.
And then she said, when we're
Liver
putting
money.
when we're putting the wires into your heart,
Mm.
we could nick your lung sac, and if that happens, you'll get a
Sell it.
collapsed lung.
Sell it on the
Right.
black market.
And I was like, okay. She went, but don't worry, if that happens, we'll just put a drain in, and you'll
Oh.
be fine the following day.
So why say it? Why
I
say
like how
Right.
talk about
But-
things that mean
but
the
they have
same
to tell
thing.
you. They have to tell you,
Nick,
though. They have to tell
I
you everything
mean-
that could happen.
Like, I'm like not.
No,
even...
I can hear you. I can hear you. Dude.
Okay. The word nick can mean cut or take, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
the
yeah,
idea
yeah.
of we could nick your lung. It's like, well, of course
Yeah,
I
Nick,
have
you
a
can just
lung
take
problem
it,
if
sell
you
it on the
took my
black
lung.
market.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was fine. I mean, she went through all this 1 in 1,000 die when you have this done, and 1 in 700 can get a collapsed lung, and 1 in whatever can have this, and 1 in whatever.
know.
can
For
have
you,
that.
it's a
Better not
big
be that
deal.
one.
You can have a stroke.
For you,
You
if
know, you
it's
can
a
have a
big deal,
stroke.
Stu, but for them, it's just a Wednesday. isn't
No,
it?
and then she went,
Right, M. Bison.
we do loads of these.
Yeah.
We do loads of
It's
them.
just, it's
fine."
just, it's like you like cooking up a meal. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's nothing. It's just like it's their job.
Day
They
off?
know
Yeah.
what to do. So
And I'll be honest, the consultant I've got, he lectures at King's College London.
yeah,
He's a part-time lecturer there, so I reckon he's pretty good.
I reckon he's.
I
all
You're
reckon
right.
gonna go in and be
alright.
like, you think you're better than me?
Well,
Yeah,
Stu,
exactly.
Fight you right here, right now. I don't care where
Stu-
you lecture at, bitch.
I hope that it all goes well. Obviously,
Yeah.
and
You be
Healthy
fine.
and happy.
be fine.
cover quick.
I hope it
He's
all
got a
goes
lot
well.
of letters after his name.
Yeah.
And he's so, do you know what though? He is the most charismatic guy I think I've
Yeah.
ever met.
Is that a
in
guy
my
you
life.
can trust?
Well, thanks a lot.
I feel like it is. I
Yeah.
feel like I'd trust him with anything.
Well,
to be
you
honest.
you
He's-
literally trusted
Nothing
him
with your
with
life.
your whole life.
I am.
So-
but I'm sure it'll be fine.
That
What
would
I
suck
haven't
if you had to go to an
realised-
operation. The guy was like, "Fuck you." I was like, I don't trust this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that
have
doesn't. What I hadn't realised is that I thought they put one wire in your heart and one on the outside of your heart. But no, both wires go in your heart.
both go in the heart. Yeah,
Yeah, one
I
goes
saw
in
that.
your atrium and one in your ventricle.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to wait 5 weeks for them to embed into your heart muscle.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm not allowed to work and stuff, because obviously
Right.
you don't want to jiggle your wires
yeah,
around.
jiggle around. Yeah.
Jiggle it around.
Yeah.
Dancing.
So, anyway, that's enough of operation talk.
Well, good luck with it. Keep us posted. So
Yeah.
that's not. Wait, when is it? What's the date?
27th
27th.
Wednesday.
The 27th. So 3 days from now, man.
3 days, man.
Everybody, big up Stu in your heart.
Yeah, should be fine. I mean,
All
it's
right,
only precautionary. It'll be right.
Yeah. Area code 816, by the way, Kansas City, Missouri.
Lovely.
Ah, there you go.
Yes. There you go. You
let's
learn
talk
something
about-
new when you would listen to the veteran gamers.
Exactly. Let's talk about some
Where are you
games,
going?
dude.
Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
What you been playing?
What you been playing? What you been playing?
Am I starting because I had the most? Or somebody else
You
wants to
can
start?
do.
Sure, go for
You
it.
can do.
Okay. Played a bunch of Rocket League. I'm living in Diamond 1. It's pretty nice
Ah,
to be
lovely.
hanging out in Diamond 1. I got
Get you.
teammates who know what they're doing. It's pretty cool. And I've been playing Once Human. There's a new form of the game. That's one thing that Once Human does pretty well is every 3 months or so, they'll put out some new variation in the game. And so I've been playing the Starfall Inversion variant of the Manibus game mode on Once Human. And
Lovely.
what this does is it basically from in the game, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., gravity is much, much less.
Okay.
And there's all these different monsters suddenly above you now. So if you go to a, stronghold, you have to fight the monsters that are in the stronghold as usual, but you also have to look above you because there's lots of even more powerful monsters hovering in the air above. And basically what you need to do is you need to jump around. And now when you jump, you can clear, normally you clear 2 feet when you jump. Now you clear 50 feet every time you
so
jump.
is this like a gravity thing?
Yeah, the gravity is basically it's they call it inversion, but you're not inverted gravity, you'd float away. But there are cars and rocks hovering in the sky now. And there's these chests that you're supposed to get, and when you bounce, it would be so cool to be able to see this on the stream because there's some really interesting things that happen with gravity.
It's already. You just got to wait 2 more seconds and it'll be on.
Yeah, just being an asshole though.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
these
Do you know what this
platforms.
reminds? By the way, do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of what was that game? I can't remember now. This is how old I am.
Sick.
What was the demo you got with Halo?
Crackdown.
Crackdown. Reminds me of Crackdown when you're fully
Yeah,
maxed out.
it's giving Crackdown, no doubt. There's these updraft little dealies that you jump onto, and they send you flying. And then there's 2 different kinds of platforms you can jump on. Some are always there, and some are only there when you are there, translucent. And then when you shoot them, then they solidify. So you can land. You have shoot and then land on them. And then there's these rings that you go through, and it'll propel you forward. So you can kind of cross the map just by jumping. It's crazy. It's a really interesting new twist on it. And the problem is that when you're trying to shoot things that are kind of far away from you while you're flying through the air, that's tough. However, there is a device that you can eventually get that will let you pause while you're in air. So you can freeze in the middle of the air and then shoot the monsters and then keep jumping or keep falling or whatever. So they've thought about a lot of different aspects of this, and it's kind of annoying right now because I don't have that. So I have to boing, 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 and try to shoot while I'm jumping around. But it's a creative thing, and I'm having fun with it. So Once Human, it's the free game that actually keeps on giving. The microtransactions are ridiculous how expensive they are. They're over-sexualizing all the female avatars, which sucks, but the gameplay is so good.
Good. I mean, it looks like a different game.
It
I'm
does
looking at
look
it there, and
actually
it
quite
just
cool.
looks like a different game.
Yeah, it does.
That's what they kind of do is they keep introducing these game modes that really change the way it plays. And that's just the PvE stuff. There's also one called The Way of Winter, which is all set in this frozen area. You got to constantly work to keep warm. There's Prim versus Clash. There's some new thing called Raid Zone, which I don't even know what that is. It's some new PvP mode. So they keep rolling out new stuff. If anybody's never played Once Human, it might be hard to figure out what's going on if you're just starting.
That's the
it
trouble,
out.
isn't it? When you get in late, it's
Yeah.
it's a mess.
I don't know what to
You
sign
know
up
what, though?
for.
I like that they're doing this though, to keep it interesting and fresh. And obviously they're not sitting on their hands, are they? They're not just sort of standing by what they originally did. They're constantly
I kind of feel like you
evolving
can't.
No.
Yeah, like Fortnite has made it so that game developers who want, especially free to play games, if you want
Free to
people,
play, yeah.
to buy your microtransaction shit, you got to keep them coming back.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I think
That's
I
Once
think
Human.
they've done pretty well with this game. You know what I mean? I mean, you were up for it from the minute you played the
man.
Next
Loyal.
Fest demo, wasn't you?
Loyal.
And that was it. You were in,
Yep.
and you've been in
I
ever
was in
since.
I've been ever since, and I've only played the PvE stuff. I don't think I've even touched the PvP. But there's a lot here
Yeah.
for people who
Who'd
like
want to play
different things.
PvP?
Yeah, well, I'll stick to
Nah.
COD and Battlefield for PvP.
Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
Very good.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Word.
Word to
Yeah.
your mouth.
How many have you got, Chinny? Oh, you've got.
I've got a mystery
got
one.
three.
Stuff. You got a mystery game.
I've got a mystery. I'm going
Wow.
to talk about my mystery,
Mystery
game.
Go on, why don't you talk about your mystery game? Go on.
Hold on.
Let's hear it.
I forgot to put a link to it, so let me have
He just
a
wanted to
look.
keep it a mystery. While he's
It
doing
wasn't
that,
really
I will talk a little bit
complete
about
mystery.
this new sound effect that I made since last time. Astute listeners will recognize that sound because it came from last week's show.
Yes,
I
it
don't
did.
remember what the context was, but it was Chinny making that noise, and I loved it. I wrote down the time code during the show, and then I made a sound clip of it. So you're welcome.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you should say that because we've actually had a email, and this is a very, very short email.
yeah,
And
we already started.
it's actually for you, Duke. And
Oh,
it's
snap.
it's Kyle from it's Kyle. And
Continuum podcast.
from the Continuum podcast, and
Oh, yeah.
he says,
All right, I'll remember.
"Take the peaches." Look, I'm old. He says, "Hey guys, please sound clip Stu on episode 815, time 2:03:45, saying." Take the fucking peaches and send me if you get a chance. It made my day. Thanks, Kyle. I've no idea what the context of that was. I know we were talking about juicy peaches and
remember.
stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean the
I know
Duchess
it
grew a
was.
bunch-
It was the Duchess had brought corn, and then you were
Yeah.
talking about how like you were sick of all the peaches that you had, and you were trying to give them away, and then Stu said, "Take the fucking peaches," like that. So
Just take the fucking peaches.
yeah.
Well, I'm not the only one who can make a sound clip out of an already existing show. Other people
No, I can do
that.
it. I don't mind doing it.
Yeah, I could do it as well. I would just look. It's just your
Listen.
domain. You
Well,
like.
it's
I thought you
great.
might want that as a sound clip. Who knows?
I
don't
don't know that I'll use it a whole lot. The Duchess, every time anybody says Duke, there was a movie we watched recently, and people said the word Duke a couple times. She's like, "You should use that on the show," and I'm like, "I will never have a reason to say,
Duke.
I'll see you tomorrow, Duke." Like,
Yeah. Well, it's.
Look, only
thank
trying
you
to
very
help.
much for
But then I didn't think
recommending
you'd have a reason to use me going, but you find one.
Yeah, you
That's
find one.
true.
Yeah.
It's almost like I find sound clips when I need them.
Yes. Right.
So, Mike, what's the mystery game?
Mystery game is Mafia: The Old Country.
Oh, bloody hell! I've been playing that as well.
Much of a mystery that you've
Right,
been
I've
playing.
written this down. I've written something down. I'm going to read it out. Do you mind? Right.
Okay.
No, go
Okay.
for it.
It's like the opening crawl.
Yeah. So no, this is sort of just something that I was thinking while I'm playing this game, and I had to write it in words because I just couldn't get it out there. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Mafia: The Old Country doesn't give a fuck about you having fun. I feel like the Mafia games have always had a little Rockstar DNA in them. Maybe it's because they are both 2K games. Because when I played this game, I got the same feeling I do when I play a Rockstar game. I end up getting very hyped, and the game makes me do chores, like in GTA and Red Dead. It's almost like a practical joke that the developers play on you, saying, "Look at this idiot, he'll fucking play anything." I love this game, even though all I'm doing for the first hour is carrying rocks, carrying crates, and shoveling shit, and I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? Really.
I don't know why. I'm just like, yeah.
Rocks. Thousands and thousands of rocks.
I'm like, yeah. He's like, right now, Enzo, shovel that shit. And I'm like, yeah, I will. Have you seen how
It's
good it
because
looks?
you know where it's
Oi.
going.
Have you
You
seen
know
how
this
good-
is
Oi.
just the start.
This shit is the best looking shit I've ever seen.
Oi,
Beautiful.
Enzo,
Amazing shit.
going to this really dangerous place. Okay, then.
Go into that sulfur mine and nothing bad
Yeah.
will happen.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I know the volcano looks like it's about to erupt, but you'll be fine.
So, I think the reason why they do it is to really immerse you into the world. You know, like
Care about the character.
they care about the character, they care about the story, and I feel like they make you play as what things that the character does. Now, it doesn't actually make you shovel the shit. Like, it does skip
No,
that
it
bit,
doesn't.
but you know, like there's a
Push
was a-
A to shovel. 2
yeah,
hours
you
worth
get
of shit.
yeah, exactly. So, but it's a slow starter of a game, Stuart. It
I
is
was
a
fine. I'll be honest. I've only played probably the first hour and a half.
okay.
So I've probably played
So,
about the
are
first
you
hour
done
and a
chapter
half.
1 yet, or chapter 2?
Nearly. I've just escaped on the horse, and I was
Okay.
halfway through the horse.
Well, just to let you
chase,
know
and
where I
think
am, I'm on chapter 9.
Yeah, of course you are.
Goddamn.
'Cause I don't
just
fuck
haven't had
about.
time to play anything this week because
You
obviously
think
I
I
was in
do
hospital on Monday.
with all the gardening I've been doing?
I know. All that fucking
Don't start
ivy.
talking to him about gardening.
Yeah, don't talk to me about playing
Um,
games.
Well, I've liked what I've played so far. You know, I like the characters. I like the way it's developing. Can I just say, all these people who are moaning, it feels like it's fucking stuck in 2001 or whatever,
Yeah,
right? Because people are whinging about
yeah,
it
that's
being
like
feeling old.
it's like a
In
dated
what sense are they?
gameplay
it's like,
system. Yeah.
I'm absolutely fine with this. I
Fine with
didn't
it.
buy 3 just purely because they tried to update it and make it more like you've got to upgrade your character and shit. Did they? I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
It's
And I'm like,
interesting.
I'm not
Sorry, go
interested
on.
in any of that stuff. I just want to fucking be a mafioso.
Yes,
I
yeah,
don't do
I
any of that
agree,
shit.
and I was thinking about you, Stu, while playing this game because you know it's very story heavy. It's
Yeah, that's
there
what
is
I want.
there is combat, you have to do races and things like that, and the combat does ramp up, and there's stealth sections, which you know stealth sections are what they are. Like everybody sort
Yeah,
of
they
knows what
are.
they
We
are.
accept it.
But it's very story heavy. It's very cinematic, very focused on characters and
Good voice acting.
good voice acting. And you can play it in Sicilian, so you can have it as the
Yeah, I'm
native
going to
language.
do that. I didn't do that actually while I was playing it, but I am going to put it
But
in
even
Sicilian.
I'm
and have
playing it
subtitles.
with English speakers, and they're fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And you know, it's a perfect game for you, Stu. It's like
It
that
is.
format, and I think you've got a bunch of people that are massive JRPG fans, and they're like, it's okay to be a big fanboy or fangirl about those particular games, but I'm a huge fanboy of like third person open action games. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of
Yeah.
genre. And I think it gets a lot of slack because people see it as maybe a bit dated, but people don't see turn-based as dated. Like I don't know. Like obviously you've got to update some of the systems, but there's plenty in this that I feel like is modern and fresh. The only thing I will say, and you haven't quite experienced this yet, Stu, is some of the open world trappings of this game. It's hard to get to because the game is so linear and focused on story. At some point, you expect the game to go, okay, here's the open world, off you go, buy some stuff at the shop, do whatever you want to do, buy some horses, buy some cars, whatever. But it never really does that. It's just constantly story.
No, which do you know what? I'm absolutely, which is the same as
It's great.
Mafia 2 was exactly like that.
Mafia's been on a
That's
funny
exactly.
journey because
I'm
obviously,
fine with that.
like Mafia 1 was super focused on story, very little side quests.
Yeah, it's
Mafia
brilliant.
2 was the same, very focused on story, very little side quests, and it got absolutely hounded for it. And everybody didn't focus on how great the game was.
collect was
Yeah,
fucking playing cards
Did-
or whatever.
I mean, I think there's like cards or like magazines that you have to collect, but
yeah,
no,
comics.
people were so focused on like, oh, it's too linear, and didn't talk about how great the characters were, how there was
How great the
genuine
story was.
funny moments in Mafia 2 where you're all
Yeah.
drunk and stuff, and you know there's similar stuff in this one, and then Mafia 3.
And the
did the-
music, can we just say the music in
Music.
Mafia 2 was great?
Yeah, and Mafia 3, the music was great, but Mafia 3, they were like, okay, you want side quests, and the whole game was side quests, and it was dull and boring, and they've really got away from it, and it's interesting now that they've come back and they've gone, no, this is the direction we're going to go. The
Try to
developers,
please everybody, please nobody.
yeah, the developers have
Yeah.
had a bit of a because I think it was 2K Czech originally, like Mafia 1 and 2.
It's the same developers who did the Mafia 1 remake.
Yes, so it's
the same
Hangar
people who made that.
13 is the name of the developer,
Yeah.
and they did the Mafia 1 remake in 2020. But like,
God, is that
like
how long ago that is?
yeah,
now?
yeah,
Jesus
and
Christ.
so the so Mafia 2 and Mafia 1 were made by 2K Czech, and then they sort of got bought out / sort of like defunct. Not quite sure. I haven't read enough, but I don't think it was good. People lost their jobs, and then they made Hangar 13 to sort of continue the franchise. Still quality stuff. Absolutely love it.
It looks great as well, by the way. We should say the sense of place is amazing.
It does. It really does. I'm not. If I'm honest, like I prefer the setting of America. Right.
Yeah.
I've always preferred America as a setting. I like the setting of the first three Mafia games. That's why I love GTA. I just love being in an American open world. I think it's so good, and I think these games do it so well. I'm not a huge fan of the setting. You're in Sicily on this one, but I do love the fact that somewhere this is set in 1904, 1905, 6. It takes place over a number of years. But what I think about when I'm playing this game, because it's made by 2K, who are also in the old Rockstar family, is that while I'm playing this game, somewhere, Arthur Morgan is still alive.
Yeah.
Riding around that Western, just shooting people and
That's
doing
quite
stuff.
funny. So it's the same time era.
It's
is
the
that
same time
correct?
era
Yeah,
as Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption 2, I think, takes place in 1889 or something like that, and then Red Dead 1 is 1911. So it's Red Dead 1 is actually after this game. So I just like the idea that Arthur Morgan's still alive when this is all in the same universe to me. So yes, I think it's great. Yes, it is a little bit restricted in some of its gameplay elements. Yes, I can see why people say it feels a little bit dated. Yes, the knife combat isn't top tier fantastic combat, but I love it. I think it's really immersive, really cinematic.
Gangbusters, by the way, it sold really, really
good
well.
Because I want more of these games. I love these games, and
I think a lot of reviewers and critics underestimate what people want, or almost think they know what people want, but actually they don't, because this thing has sold really, really well so far.
But like in the noughties, we had a plethora of the 90s and noughties, we had a plethora of like mafia stuff, right? And I think most of it was inspired by Goodfellas. I think Goodfellas kicked off this huge mafia. Look, I think it's David Chase who made Sopranos, and he said Sopranos wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Goodfellas. It just wouldn't, right? And then we got obviously GTA 3, which has very heavy Goodfellas influence in it. We got a Scarface video game. We got a Sopranos video game. We got a Mafia video game. We got a Godfather video game. So we just had loads of this like mafia crime stuff. We had, those true crime in LA and true crime in New York and all that sort of stuff. The Getaway. We just had this huge surge of like mafia, and I love that kind of stuff. I'm really into it, and we don't get as much now. It's. I feel like a lot of it does lean onto the more fantastical fantasy type things that don't exist, which are fine, but don't appeal to me. I like things that are grounded, that are a little bit more realistic. So I fully endorse, love it. Not for everybody, but fuck them, I love it.
Yeah, and
there's always going to be a challenge between. There's always going to be a challenge, I think, between like your average gamer and the critics. And I think that when you try to make everybody happy, you're going to make nobody happy. So it seems like this time they've gone back to like, okay, what are our roots? What are the things that people love most about our game that make it different from other games? And what's the voice you have? I think every artist needs to ask themselves constantly, what is the voice you're putting forward? What is the thing that's making, Kendrick Lamar doesn't just go wherever the winds blow him. He has an artistic vision and he goes for it. Same with, Georgia O'Keeffe or, my favorite stand-up comedians. Like, you can't just do what's likely to please the most people, because ironically, that'll help you please nobody.
Correct. Yeah. I agree.
Correct,
so I talked a lot about it. Stu, you're enjoying it, I'm guessing then.
I haven't got much more to say because I haven't played enough. I remembered where I got to, actually. I got to the bit where you're hiding out in a stables. So
Oh
you
yeah,
sort
you're
of-
very, very early on. Very early
I'm
on.
very early
Yes,
because
yes.
I just didn't have time.
much
I literally didn't have enough. I
You're
really wanted to carry on playing it as well because I was really enjoying what I played. So
you're about to meet the Don Torrisi, who
Right.
has probably the best voice in a video game I have ever heard in my life.
really,
Oh my god, his voice is ridiculously cool. And
okay.
when he tells you like, "Good job, Enzo," I'm like, "Oh, he said something nice to me." Brilliant.
yeah, you want to
absolutely.
please him, do you? You want to, you're
Absolutely.
in the character now. You're like, oh, I
Yeah,
want to make this guy happy.
You know, I've heard some things about like, oh, you know, there's a lot of tropes. Do you know what I mean? Like you've got like the sort of idiot sort of nephew, and you got this and that. I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's absolutely great.
cares?
Yeah, I'm in it. I want to know what happens, man. I just can't.
Yeah.
I want to play it now. I can't play it enough. Yeah, I love it.
I know. I'm desperate to get some time in, and I'll have loads of time to play games, so I will definitely be doing that.
Yeah.
The only problem is, and I haven't really thought this through.
Aye.
I bought it on PC, so probably not the best place to be playing it. You know what I mean? I might have to try and figure out how to stream it to my Steam Deck from my PC or laptop.
I'm shocked.
you know,
I didn't know that you were playing this game. But what made you buy it? Just pure like because you
I
don't
just
you don't buy games
I've
very
been
often.
waiting. I've been waiting because again, this is just fully my type of game. You know,
Yeah.
action,
Yeah.
great voice acting, looks great.
Mhm.
It's just up my alley.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well,
This is totally up my
this
alley.
is the Venn diagram where we cross over, Stu. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Duke, are you interested?
The old timey part of it, no, not so much.
What the
I like
the
my
fact that it's set in
games
Sicily and
more
stuff.
recent. Yeah, you know, it's not going to have fast firing weapons, right? It's gonna be
It does.
live
Yeah. I mean, it does
pistols.
have. It has pistols, it has shotguns, and it has rifles. And it
Doesn't have AKs, does it?
it does. It does. There is the bazooka mission, which I thought was really random. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Very
When it comes to
random.
gangster games, like I don't know if it's weird. Like you mentioned Red Dead, like I'll play those without any problems. But for some, I mean, the other thing is cost. Like and I'm not gonna have any time soon as it starts.
That's worth mentioning. The cost is because we now live in a gaming industry that charges you $70 for a video game, $80 for Mario Kart World.
This isn't a Game Pass, is it?
This isn't on Game Pass, but
No,
it
it
is
isn't on
for Americans. This is $50, which
Yeah, 40
Okay.
quid, isn't it? Which
it's
I thought was
40,
pretty
44
reasonable.
quid I paid for it. I know 40 quid, 50 quid is kind of like used to be the standard, didn't it? That's kind of what we used to pay.
Yeah.
But we don't live in that world now.
No.
The PlayStation 5 have just announced that they're raising their price of their consoles. That's almost $700 for a PlayStation 5. So the people that bought a
Jesus Christ.
PlayStation 5 Pro at launch got it cheaper than if you buy it now, which
It's
is
weird,
crazy.
isn't it? Because normally they come down in price as
I
you
know.
go through
We
the
we
generation.
we have
There's a
done this.
massive tariff war going on all over the world.
We've done this podcast long enough where like you buy a console, you wait 3, 4, 5 years, and then it comes down 50 or 100 quid. But now
Yeah.
that doesn't happen, and everything's just gone up, and video games have gone up. So the fact that Mafia Old Country is £44, British pounds sterling, or $50, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty
it is.
cool for how polished it is.
Yeah.
I hope it worked out for the company using that.
But you know, I
reduced
always
price.
think this.
Yeah.
I always think this. Sometimes it's volume, and if you put it out at a reasonable price, then you're gonna sell more
There's
copies.
that, isn't there? Yeah,
surely.
but I think
Maybe.
they're
I
so
mean,
scared of it. aren't
It's
they?
a balancing act. It's
Yeah.
hard to know. Yeah, I hope that's the case. I hope that works out for
maybe
them.
make a little less, but on
Yeah, they want the
but,
volume
I mean,
and
a
the
little
volume
less
price.
more
in the short term, but
sales.
at the time. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Word of mouth says, "Hey, this game is cheaper than a lot of other AAA games."
Yeah.
yeah.
But there you are. The Mafia of the Old Country was
There
my
you are.
mystery game.
Mystery game.
Mystery game.
I will talk about. I have only played one other game apart from the Play My Game Bitch, and I played this actually last week, so I was quite glad I didn't speak about it because I wasn't been like, what am I going to talk about this week?
All right.
Which is an indie game called Unsorted Horror.
I thought you did talk
All
about
right. No, I definitely didn't talk about it.
this. Okay, go on.
And it's a weird game. It's obviously a WOS game. This is very much a WOS game.
Right.
I believe it.
And it's a horror game, and I think if I had to compare it to something, it's probably Black Mirror is probably the closest thing in a for sort
Don't
of
fuck a
film
pig.
or televisual format that this resembles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of 5 vignettes, if you will. So it's 5 tiny stories that are all different and they're all individual. It's all made by the same guy.
Oh, it's sort of N64 graphic.
Yeah, it's very old
style,
school looking.
Mouthwashes.
Yeah, they're not really, but it does have that
Sounds
kind of
like
like.
I'm talking about graphics, like graphics.
Yeah, graphics wise, yeah, definitely. So the first game I played, so I just picked one at random, and it's really cool how it does it. It's like a CD-ROM, and you click on the CD-ROM, and then it goes into a machine, and then obviously that starts up the game. So it's all very old school in its presentation, which I really like about it. It's very clever. But I played 2 of them. There's 3 still to go, but I played 2 of them, and the first one I played was you're basically working at this mining facility for the man, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Which you're extracting something you're not really sure what it is, some sort of chemical or substance
Rapidium.
from this
You're gonna start
mine.
moving real fast.
Yeah.
Rapidian, yeah.
Yeah, so you're basically extracting this stuff, and it's infested with giant spiders.
Oh no.
So the mine's infested with these giant spiders, and it's like a Russian guy on the intercom, and he's basically like, yes, you need to extract the stuff, and then you get the first one out, no problem. Second one, it falls out of the thing you're putting it in, and he's like, you just need to nip outside and put it in the rack properly, that one. And you're like, is it safe? Yeah, no, you'll be fine. Don't worry, nothing will attack you. You'll be absolutely fine. So you venture outside and you're waiting, obviously, for these giant spiders to attack you. And you put it back in its rack, and you get halfway back, and this massive spider just goes past you very quickly, and it makes you jump. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not liking this. And then you get back inside the place, and then basically, not spoiling, but everything goes a bit tits up.
Oh no.
And it takes literally about 10 minutes to play. It's very, very short.
Right.
So that was all right. I'm like, it's all right. It's a couple of jump scares, and obviously it's a bit creepy, and there's spiders. And then the second one I played was probably a little bit more disturbing. And you start off in a tower block with all these other people, and you're chatting to them, and one of them goes, maybe you need to go and check out the roof, make sure nothing's happening. So you're like, oh, okay then. So
Is that my job?
Is that my job? I don't know. So you go up the stairs.
I'll just do
and
admin.
Get onto
I
the
don't
roof.
need to do the roof.
Get onto the roof, and this is where it's kind of cool. And then it zooms out from the top of the roof.
Yeah.
And then you end up in this control box, and it turns out you're playing a version of Battleships with an opponent with real people in tower blocks.
Oh.
So you've got to pick coordinates on a game board, and obviously if you get it hit, it blows up a tower block.
But it's a real tower block.
But the real tower blocks with real people inside them.
Oh dear. And I
And I'm
imagine those
like-
people aren't too happy about that situation.
No, and then there's a bit right where I got a complete miss. Right, I didn't hit any of them. And
Miss.
there's a phone on the desk, and the phone rings,
Yeah.
and this voice says, "You can now talk to one of the residents in your opponent's building."
Oh,
Right, so I'm like, what the fucking what?
I don't want to
So-
talk to these people.
So this voice comes on. It's like, "Oh man, you gotta help me. There's some shit going down. Like buildings are blowing up around me. I don't know what the fuck's going on, or whatever." Right, and I'm like, "Bro, calm down. Which building are you in?" I'm in
Yeah.
H3.
Are you in
I'm in
H3?
H3.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh, right, okay. And then the next one, you're blowing up H3, obviously,
Yeah.
because you know it's a hit. It's just,
Oh
it was
no.
quite
You
a
were H3.
yeah, it was a very
Yeah.
Black Mirror experience.
If I were
can I say.
you, I would.
Get out of
I'd
there.
ring your missus or something.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I would. If I were you, I would let me know. Like, is your building horizontal? Is it just
Yeah,
vertical?
yeah.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
people
So
Is
I-
it
I
5
would do-
long or is it
Yeah,
like a sort of
exactly.
2? Yeah. Yeah.
So
Where?
it
How
was-
far to
it
the
was-
closest building to your east would you say?
Yeah. What number's the next one along?
Yeah,
Uh,
get on the roof and have a quick look.
Yeah. So it was really good. I was way more impressed than the spider
Interesting
one,
idea.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. A
And
cool
it was
idea.
like I say, very Black Mirror-ish. You know
It
what I mean?
seems,
That
yeah,
kind
like
of
Black Mirror as
twisted.
fuck.
Yeah, like twisted as fuck, man.
Mm.
So
Not so
I'm
much the
quite
spider
looking-
one, but yeah, the second one, yeah.
Yeah.
The second one I played was really, really cool. So I am looking forward to playing the other three, and apparently they're all pretty good. You know what I mean? This guy's pretty good at what he does.
Have you paid for these?
It was no, I think it was free. I think it was completely free.
On
I
Steam?
don't think I paid.
On Steam?
Yeah, I think it was free.
On Steam?
Totally recommend giving it a go. I mean, it's
On.
thing in the world,
Are you
but I
still
think
there,
it's pretty
Stu?
cool. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I assume you play this on Steam.
Steam?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
you just had to
it's,
ask
Steam.
it right. You did it
Lovely.
badly.
Lovely.
You could run this on a potato. Can I just say?
I don't know how to
Alright.
make a working computer on a potato, so I don't think I
You could
could.
run it on a potato.
I'm the potato.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, cool.
So that's it. That's all I played this week.
Lovely.
Apart from the play my game, bitch.
Dukas.
Back to you, Duke.
So yeah, I played 2 demos because I had probably 20 installed before I got the new computer, and then
Okay.
when I switched over, half of them were on my other hard drive that I wiped, and then half of them are on this hard drive. So I just kept the half that are on this hard drive. And now I'm like, I'm tired of having these demos staring at me every time I start up Steam. I'm gonna work through them. Hopefully, I'll do 2 each week, and that way I'll get them cleared out. So one of them's called Fabled Lands, and this will be real short, but this is a game that came out in 2020, and it's a relic of even a time before, like way before that. RPG, it's a very standard story. You show up on this island, but I thought I had some promise because it's got quests and it's got combat and it's got this and it's got that. I don't have a problem with the very basic format of the game. It's old school RPG. You're just a character that's always static, and then there's text on the screen, and you go here and you go there, and it's got some oh, go help me deal with this monster, whatever. Fine, I'll do that. When you get hurt in one battle, it's not at all clear how you heal up in order to prepare for your next battle. So I went wandering around the town, assuming I would find a temple where I could heal or I could find some bandages or something. Nope, none of that. And maybe I just missed it, but I was about half my health when I went into the second fight. And the second fight was like zombie dude, basically a boss fight. I guess I needed to prepare before I got to him because I went into combat with him after 2 hits. I was dead.
Oh, no.
So I was just like, what the fuck, man?
I just want to say, this game. I'm done.
Correct.
So, Fabled Lands, not very good. Again, it could be that I missed something, but I just don't think it's very user-friendly. I don't think it's polished enough to make me want to play it at all beyond the demo. But I gave it a shot, so there you go. The other
presentation
demo that
looks
I
pretty
played.
cool, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a small crew that did it, and I think that it's the graphics are polished enough.
Yeah.
I think that the aesthetics are good. The user interface is solid. I didn't mind all the reading really, but the core elements of the gameplay just felt
Just to
kinda-
be the yin to Stu's yang, this is the gameplay is just you looking at a book with a map behind it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is.
that's
map,
what you're
there's a
dealing
book.
with.
There's like
If you're expecting
maps
like
of a town with
you know,
just icons.
Final Fantasy VII remake, then you ain't getting that shit from this.
Yeah, you're not getting that.
Like I said, relic of another time. This is early days of RPG type stuff. Good graphics, but very basic graphics, and certainly no animation, no moving of the character other than just clicking on the screen.
It's the bare minimum
Speaking
I
of
asked
clicking
for,
on the
Duke. Is characters moving?
Well, you'll like the other game that I
Oh,
played
will I?
then because the
Ooh.
characters do move in that game.
Ooh.
It's called Prim.
Prim.
There's, I think there's either a publisher or like Steam has these festivals all the time where they
Yeah.
promote and showcase certain kinds of games. So I don't know if this was all from this one publisher or if it's, they gathered a lot of games that are just like this. But there's a lot of point and click games currently on sale on Steam. So if you like point and click games, hey, go check them out on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
And the one I played was called Prim, which I think came out in 2021. It's a black and white game, so immediately I was like, I don't know. And I mostly played this for the novelty. You are a little girl named Prim, and you got weird ass hair that looks like the dude from Prodigy. I'm a fire
Yeah, it does.
starter. Yeah. You're in your attic. Your scared little nerdy friend is in the ladder leading up to the attic, and he's like, "Oh, I'm too scared to come up there." And it's an interesting game because eventually you find out that like your mom isn't around. I guess she died, and then you're taking stuff of hers from the attic in order to, remember her by when you go to live with your new family. And then Death shows up and he's like,
no.
"Hey, I'm your dad. Come live with
no.
me now."
Oh no!
Right. And it's really
That's
bizarre.
a shocker, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a shocker.
Like Jerry
So
Springer,
the-
isn't it? That?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
We found you. We've tracked your father down,
Yeah.
and
And it's
here he is.
Death.
Death.
Don't give him a hug. Don't give him a hug.
So if you skip ahead a little bit, Jenny, you'll see that
Yeah.
the next scene is he like locks you in this bedroom and he's like, "I had reasons for not telling you who I was, and your mom had to go. It was her time."
It
And
really
then
does
it's
sound
like,
Jerry Springer.
I provided you with this most wonderful bedroom, but you got to stay here. And of course, you're like, "Fuck that!" And your hair's all different now, and you're like proper goth girl now, because you're Death's child. So of course you're gonna change. So, you got to get out of the room. And there's this weird eyeball hanging out near the ceiling, and there's a library on one wall. And in true point-and-click game fashion, what you do is you examine all the things you can examine. You pick up some stuff. You have to combine things or put one thing on another thing, So, and it does a good job of kind of not coming right out and telling you. And there is a way to get clues later on. But at the start of the game, in this game, I don't think really even needs the clues because it does a good job of like, I guess I got some ghost ectoplasm at some point. And I tried putting it on the bedspread. I was like, whatever, let's try it. And it says that doesn't need to be oiled. And I was like, oh snap, the ladder near the library does need to be oiled because I tried to move it and it wouldn't budge. So it was like, you know what I mean? Like kind of giving me little hints of like, here's what the ectoplasm is good for. I actually enjoyed
By
it.
the way, can I just say I love the look of it? It looks
Black and white Tim Burton-esque, would you say?
Yeah,
Tim Burton, kind of like Don't Starve. It's got a little bit of Don't Starve in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The graphics are well done. The gameplay
Yeah,
is pretty
well,
smooth. There's a scene where you're trying to get the keys off of Death so you can get out of your room, and the eyeball is like doing errands for you, and you find these flowers, and at the beginning of the first scene it tells you like, hey, here's this book you could read. The Death is like, why don't you read this book? And she's like, I don't want to read this boring ass book. And then later you find these two flowers in Death's like study in the vase, and the eyeball brings them back to you, and you're like, oh, how can I learn about these flowers? Like, duh, read the agriculture book. So you read it, or horticulture, whatever. And one of them will put the person to sleep, but only if they're already tired. And then the other one, it's described as like powerful stimulant that makes the person have to boogie. So Death puts on his relaxing music, but you can get the eyeball to like switch the channel. And he's smoking a pipe of tobacco. So you go and put the funky herb in his pipe, and then you change the channel, and then he starts dancing and boogieing, and then you put the other flower in his pipe, and when he gets done dancing and boogieing, he smokes
Because
that
he's
and
tired.
passes out, and then you can get the keys. So, spoilers
Nice.
for that second scene.
You know
but
what
it's-
though? I like I love a good point and click adventure game.
I don't play a lot of them, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. Especially that first scene was kind of weak, but then I got to the second and third scene. I'm like, you know what, this is kind of fun. So I wish listed it. I'm not paying more than $10 for it. I think it's like 15 right now or 13, and I'm like, that's still a little steep. But when it gets cheaper, I will play it. The demo's cute. Thumbs up.
Thumbs
Oh,
up.
I'm gonna definitely check this out. I'm literally gonna put it on my wish list right now.
You put it on
Yeah,
there.
go
you,
for it.
You big
I'll put it
hacker.
on.
Speaking of thumbs up.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking
Yes.
of thumbs up.
Speaking of thumbs up, you can thumb up
Speaking
your
of thumbs
ass.
up,
Play my
Or
game,
you
bitch,
give me
innit?
thumbs up to a different game.
Yeah, so we talk
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, did you not talk about your other game, Chinny?
Oh, what did I play?
I don't know.
Oh,
you
yes.
said you got
Sorry.
Out the Midnight.
Yes.
Hello.
You finished it last week. You told
I
us
did,
about it. You
didn't I?
finished it
I
last
did,
week.
didn't I?
Yeah, you've already finished it.
I have done
Did you go play
something.
more of it?
I have done something that I haven't
Ah,
done
okay.
for a long time.
What have you done?
I got all 1,000 achievement points on
Mm.
Safe.
Well done.
Wow.
1,000 achievement points, which included getting all those floofs, Stu. You know those little floof things?
Oh yeah.
Got all them. All the readables. You know, like little things you got to read in the game. You got to read little things.
Yeah.
Yeah, got all them.
Nice.
Some combat things that you probably never did, but yeah, some combat things.
No, I wouldn't have done any of that. bollocks.
So how many extra hours did it take you to get all these 1,000
I
achievement
reckon
points?
about. I basically had to play the whole game again.
What the fuck?
Is that for
Yeah.
true?
Almost, yeah. But I could, but
Jesus.
I almost had to play the whole thing again. But I skipped all the combat stuff because none of that. As soon as I got
you had
all
the-
the combat
yeah.
related achievements, which is like dodge 10 times or whatever, I
You were done with the combat.
yeah, I just skipped it all. So I had to play the whole game again to a point. I used
Yeah.
a walkthrough to help me get all these floofs. And yeah, pretty much had to play the whole thing again. But just there were certain ones that I remembered getting, and there were certain ones that I was like, I'm not sure if I've got that one. So I had to sort of like basically just go through it along with the YouTube video walkthrough that I was doing. But I found it quite fun. I found it quite relaxing just to sort of like go through and play the whole game again. I just sort of pretended that I was speedrunning it because I'm like, oh, I'm so fast at this game now. But then I watched the speedrun of it. I watched like somebody speedrun ran this game, and I was like, fucking hell, they're just jumping out the map and like doing all sorts of mad shit. So, yeah.
You have to wonder how many times they
Of
played it
course they
before
were.
they did.
You know what? I just thought like I haven't chased achievements for a long time, and I'm done pretending that I don't like them. I like achievements. I think they're fun.
So
So
I like ping noise when you get
yeah, I
one.
do. It's very satisfying, and people make very very good YouTube careers out of achievements and trophies. So yeah, I thought, yeah, I was about 630 achievement points, and I just looked at the other achievements, and I was like, this is doable. I can do this. So I did it, and I've got 1,000 points. I have no idea. Do any of you have any idea how many achievements you have overall? Because I have no idea anymore.
Not a clue. I can
but
tell you.
I can
Alf,
look at it.
Have a look. Have a quick look. I've got the most.
I mean, on Xbox, I have like 0. I don't have any
You've
idea.
got some on
I was
the
going to look
Xbox.
at
So,
I know how many I've got now.
how to find them on Steam.
Steam achievements don't count, do they?
yeah,
Uh,
I've got 26,000, but
Profile
this was a new account because I
Oh,
lost
yeah.
access to my original one.
you got 26,000. Duke, how many you got?
Since I've been had Xbox Game Pass.
I can't
that
find
is.
them on Steam. Let me look on Xbox.
How many have you got? I'll give you a clue, Stu. I've got more than you.
Well, you will have because obviously I think I was getting on for nearly 100,000 on my old
Oh,
account.
was you really?
Yeah,
Apparently,
so-
I have
but
7,614 achievement points.
Again, sorry about this, Duke, but I think I have more
I don't
than
give a
you.
shit.
You
That's
do.
fine, I
You
couldn't
just
care
stop
less.
pretending. Your old
I would.
account, Stu. Oh, maybe I can have
Hey,
a look at how many achievements.
Oh
you
yeah,
got.
you could. Yeah, I'll still be
You've
on
got-
your friends list.
How many do you think did you have?
I thought I had about 70,000 or something, 80,000.
You had 32,000.
Is that true?
That's
I've nearly
true.
got as many on this one now.
Yeah.
I thought I had more than that, but I was never a big achievement person.
Yeah, that's what somebody with that amount of achievements would say. I've got
58 overall.
208,000 achievement points.
Bloody hell.
Damn.
208,000. So it's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
it was weird. I could never find the email account that was linked with my
Yeah,
old
that is
account.
weird, yeah.
Never find it. I tried everyone I could think of.
Well, there you go. I've got a lot of achievements, and now I've got more because I finished all of them on South of Midnight.
By the
Okay.
way, when does it say I was last online? Does it say
It doesn't
that?
say, no. It just says you're dead.
Does it have a game last played? Or something like that?
Game last played. Well, let's Duke, have you got another game? Oh, no, it's the Play My Game bitch, isn't it? So let's play that, and then
Yeah.
I'll find it.
I was just going to say, you can't directly see how many total points you have in a game or in overall on Steam, but you can tell like how many achievements you have in a certain game. Apparently, I have 72 of 88 achievements in Rocket League. How the fuck do I not have all the achievement points in
Yeah.
Rocket League?
because
played
you
that
do
game
the
7
same
million
thing
billion hours.
over and over,
Yeah.
and that would require you
But
to.
one will be champ, won't it? To become champ, I'm guessing it'll be an achievement.
No, I don't think so.
Of course it will.
No, it won't.
Progress.
I doubt it.
No, it won't. They know not
uh,
everybody can do that.
Stu.
Yeah, but
Unlock
not
original achievements, win the
everybody
season
can do it.
championship, but that's
Okay.
all like offline.
So the last game you
Uh,
played, Stu,
Yeah, yeah.
on your old account was Bulletstorm.
Fucking hell, that shows you how long ago that
And the
was.
last achievement you unlocked was Destructive Beat, and that was the 16th of March 2015.
Fuck me, it's 10 years
10
since I've had that
years
account.
old.
Wow.
You know, it's funny.
that
I'm
is
looking at these achievements for Rocket League, and like I'm thinking like you, Chinny, like I could do this.
Yeah, you could do it, but then your
But I don't want to.
your
'cause it's all, like, hoops
personality,
and
yeah,
snow day.
your personality is like, this is a waste of time for like stupid points.
Well, and not even as a waste of time as much as like I could just be playing regular Rocket League, which is a lot more fun.
Do you know what your oldest, the first sort of game that you played on that account, Stu? Do you remember?
I do. It will either be. It'd probably be Condemned.
It's not
It'd either be
Condemned.
Or it'd be. What's the other one
Oblivion?
that I played at the same
No,
time?
it's not Oblivion.
Unreal Tournament 4?
No.
Um,
Your first achievement was unlocked on the 18th of
Geometry
October.
Wars?
18th of October 2006 is your first achievement unlocked.
And what was it? What game?
Gears of War.
Well, it's the oldest
No.
game you've got on here. It is Prey.
Oh wow.
How weird, because I did definitely play the first 2 games I played on the 360 when I got it.
Unless you played it
Were-
again. Maybe you played it again.
Maybe Unreal Tournament 4 and Condemned were the first 2 games I played.
Condemned,
When I got my console.
no, I'm not seeing them. But maybe you played them again. But yeah, I'll have a look, Stu. While we're talking
Have a look.
about
They were-
play my
they were
game, bitch.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So,
This
Do
is
you
the part
have
of the show where we all talk about the game that we all played the same game this week, and in fact, we played the same game at the same time.
for the second time.
Second time in like a month that we've done that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we did
Alrighty.
Peak, and now Steam won't
Yep.
stop giving me updates about Peak. Fuck off! I'm done with that
I
game.
know, I'm the same. I keep
This
getting
game-
stuff about Peak.
Is Grounded 2. For those who don't know, Grounded 1 was a groundbreaking, see what I did there? Crafting survival game where you get shrunk down real small. And it's interesting because there's another game called Small Land, which was doing pretty much the same thing at pretty much the same time. So it's very intriguing to see these 2 games appear at the same time that did the same basic idea.
That happens a lot, doesn't
Anyway.
it, with media? That happens a lot. Like
It,
we had
it does
2,
sometimes. I mean, it's interesting to see it happen. Yeah,
we had
like I
2
remember Gun and
Asteroid
Red Dead,
films. Remember those? Asteroid, like the
Yeah,
Deep
right, Deep
Impact
Cover
and
and Deep Impact, Deep
Armageddon.
Impact,
Armageddon.
and Armageddon. Thank you.
yeah.
Yep. So anyway, Grounded 2 takes
Yes.
all the things that they did well in Grounded 1 and they make them even better. There's a lot that's very similar in this game, which I was surprised by. I thought there would be a lot more change.
You know,
that
I
they-
thought the very same, to be fair.
which
because-
isn't necessarily a bad thing, because I think what they've done is they've provided, they've refined the UI. They've probably added, they seem to have added more story to it, and it's open, but it's also like there's progression to be done and there's an end to this game, unlike a lot of crafting survival games. Yeah,
Yeah.
the graphics are great. They've
They
done
are
a
good.
really good job
Yeah. I
of
like it.
showing, one of the first things you see when you leave the little starting spot is there's like a comic book, and it's just enormous, but it's really, beautiful to look at. The grass is gorgeous. You have to stay hydrated by drinking water, which you get from the bottom of certain grass leaves. So you have to chop at them, and then it'll drop the water, and then you can slurp it up. There's also dirty water around the map, but it's not going to be as good for you. Did you put the thing on the thing, Chinny?
Oh, yeah, I just got to press a button. Sorry.
Yeah. But it's great. I think it's a very well made game. I think it's much more fun when you're playing with friends.
Yeah. Can you play this
I had a
alone?
good time.
Can you play it on your own?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I played the first one
Oh.
alone for a while. Yeah.
I
It's
see.
not nearly as good, and I don't think there's things you have to have another person with you for.
Right.
But hunting and so forth, and just we worked it so that y'all would gather stuff and I would make things, and I think that division of labor often helps a lot.
What did you learn about me while playing this game, Duke?
I learned, well, I already knew, but it was reinforced to me that you are a person that I can give a task to and you will fucking do it.
Yeah, because you were like, I need,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, fucking
Plant fibers.
plant fibers, and I was like, I have 54,000 of them because you told me
you
about
do.
5 minutes ago. Here they
I
are.
say go gather stuff.
Yeah, I'm just a fucking. Give me a task list, and I'm like, bam.
Yeah.
But if you give me nothing, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'll just start, wandering around.
Yeah.
What did
I
you
mean, to
learn? What
give-
did you learn about Stu while playing this game?
I learned that he likes to wander around and but he was also good at building. Like, when I made the blueprint for the house, he was right on
I
it.
was
Well, I-
cracked on, man.
What I learned is that he likes to brag when he's found the thing that you're looking for, and he's like, "See, I've found it. I've got the
No, I'm
weed
not
stems."
bragging. I'm just like
Well, he's
letting you know I
proud.
found it. I'm proud, yeah.
I'm only
I'm happy
joking,
that I
Stu.
found it for
Half
you.
joking. Yes, no, I really, really liked this game, and I didn't like the first Grounded game because I thought it was a little bit too unclear. I also think it didn't play very well. It wasn't as smooth to me. These are I've got
I do think
foggy.
they've optimized it.
Yeah, I've got foggy memories of it, but I remember playing it with Nezzy, and I think I played it with Stu as well. And
Yeah.
I just remember sort of thinking like, no, I'm not really getting it. It feels a bit janky. It feels like the controls, I'm really fighting with them. And I will say about Grounded 2, I do think the interface is troublesome.
There's like 6 different, or like
Yeah.
2 or 3 different building options. Like there's hand building, and then there's like construction,
Yeah.
and
And you were
it
like,
just-
go in your inventory, Mike, and I was like, I think. I don't know where the fuck, because I just thought I pressed back, and then, because you're on your PC, I'm on a controller, so you're like, it's just the F key, whatever. I'm like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about. Yeah, but eventually I got my head around it, and I was enjoying it. I was getting sort of like the, oh yeah, Rust, you know what I mean, like that kind of stuff. Like, oh yeah, I remember these
it
kinds
is
of
kind of
games.
fun to bang on trees with shit.
Yeah, I don't play these sorts of games anymore, like Minecraft and Rust, and they're not that loop for me is, I've done it and I like it. It's satisfying, but like you were saying, there's no end game. There's no conclusion to it. And we talked a little bit about Stranded Deep, where Stranded Deep was so good at sort of giving you this end goal, and I'm guessing the end goal in this is to like be big. I guess I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I liked it, and this game was polished. This game had really
this game was
cool
very
cutscenes. Did you play it in third or first person view?
I always play in first person.
Stu?
I played in third person.
I played in third person. I prefer it in third person.
Yeah, I did. I can see
generally
what I'm
That because you
doing.
want it to look like your peripherals.
no. I sort of generally like games more when they're third person. I don't know why. I remember this when I was very young, and there was gameplay in a magazine of the GoldenEye game on the Nintendo 64, which some people might have heard of, and the game Mission Impossible, which, as we all know, is superior. And I remember
Certainly
liking
more beloved over time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Who remembers GoldenEye?
it's a classic. Mission Impossible on the Nintendo 64 is a classic, and I remember being so hyped for Mission Impossible because it was a third-person game. I preferred that look. I liked to see the character. But then obviously GoldenEye was the big hit, and that was the one that I ended up playing more, and that sort of changed my idea of it. But yeah, but it doesn't really matter. That's the beauty of this game, is that it doesn't
give you
matter
the
third
option.
person, first person,
I
whatever.
think it's really good that they give you the option. You jump pretty high, which is nice. There's some games like this which are very frustrating.
There is
You can't
fall
jump very
damage,
high.
which I found
There
out.
is fall damage, which Jenny found out the hard way. But it's pretty easy to pick your friends up. You know what I
Yes,
mean? Which
yes.
is really nice because again, that's a mechanic that ought to be standard, and it's not.
We would have been absolutely fucked without Duke, Stu, wouldn't we? We would have been.
We would. I had no idea.
I have
what
done
was doing.
the first hour of survival game a lot over the years, so I know the
And that
process
showed.
of like, okay, we got to make a weapon right away. We got to make some, but I'll say this in terms of a complaint, it's not at all clear. Like I think in the first game you had to make an axe so you could chop down the grass. And when you get the one nice thing that is very user friendly in this game is that when you get close to something that you can chop, a little ghost of an axe appears over it. If there's a thing you could dig up, there's a little image of a shovel. But if you don't have a shovel, you can't do anything with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. This game doesn't actually give you an axe. It gives you an Omni tool, which you
Yes.
can then upgrade with other attachments
Which
or
is
something.
confusing
which is
at
fine.
first,
I
isn't
don't
it? It's-
mind it, but it is so confusing because I was expecting to like build and it said like chop down this, and I'm like, how am I supposed to chop stuff down? And then when you figured out the Omni tool, I was like, okay, fine. And maybe it doesn't wear out.
It does. I
That
don't
would
think
be
it
an
does.
advantage
I don't
of
think it does.
Because your weapons do wear out, so maybe it's them saying we don't want you to have to worry about
You've
keeping your
gotta-
tools.
you've got to upgrade it to become a hammer, and you've got to upgrade it to be a shovel, and then
I
you've
think we
sort
did that
of-
right at the end. The whole
Yeah,
game
and
that we played.
you've basically got that throughout
Yeah.
the whole thing, which
But
is
a very nice thing.
it's a good
along
quality of
those
life.
lines-
Yeah.
Right. And along with that, when one of us did one of those upgrades, it automatically applied to all of
Yes,
us.
all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chinny was the first one to realize you got to stick your arm in the hole and it'll do something like in Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
And we all had our arm, our Pit Boys
Omnitool,
basically.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
upgraded. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
I'll be
um,
honest. I really enjoyed my time playing this, and
Yeah.
I'm not really
Despite the
into
fact they
these
had to put
sorts
up
of games.
No.
But with Duke as the leader, telling us all what to do,
Yeah.
it was fine. It was fine. I was just like, I'll just do whatever Duke tells me.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like,
I was
"Pick up this
scared.
armor, put
I
this
was
armor on,
I was
put your
scared of
helmet on."
Duke at one point. He was like, just pick this armor up, pick it up.
Yeah, put it on.
Chinny,
Okay.
where are
Well,
you?
that's the other thing. I've played a lot of games where it despawns after a certain point, so dropping stuff on the ground. And we figured out the basket system eventually where you can store stuff in
Yeah.
baskets. But at the start of the game, and as I recall, I don't remember the baskets existing in the first one, but maybe I didn't play it enough. I don't know. But, there are games, we talked about Stranded Deep, where your storage is just throwing it on the ground. And I never liked that as a thing in survival games. So whatever. We did get it sorted with, but while before we had the baskets, I was just like, let's keep it all organized. Like put this over
Yeah.
there and take this off the ground.
And it doesn't. The
I
other,
shouted at
thing
us.
is,
Yeah.
it doesn't punish you too much. If you do die, you just
No.
respawn at the nearest entry back
Yeah.
into the world.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah,
fight the
you just lose your stuff.
ladybirds.
You lose your
Don't
stuff.
fight the
but other than
ladybirds.
that-
Don't fight the
Yeah.
ladybirds is what we
Yeah,
learned.
don't
And
fight
that's
the
something that the
ladybugs.
first game did too, was like threw monsters at you that they wouldn't aggro, but if you started shit with them, they would fuck you up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the ladybird is the first animal I think you really see
Yeah.
after you leave the starting area, and you
it's
don't want to
huge.
mess with her because
It's
she will
huge.
well,
Yeah.
huge and very powerful and lots of points. So I was like, I'll deal with this ladybird. I mean, how hard is a ladybird? So I was like jabbing her with my spear, and the health bar went down like one thousandth.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And then she was like, I'm like, all right, I'm never gonna talk to you again,
Yeah,
ladybird.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And the other thing to bear in mind with this game, you've got to keep a real close eye on your food and your water.
yes.
Food and your
levels
water. Yeah, you
Mm.
gotta
at
keep
all
eating.
times. Because I died of thirst the first time.
What I liked actually about our gameplay was I noticed that Duke was trying to figure everything out. I was busy doing tasks, and Stu was just obsessed with cooking things.
I was cooking stuff. But I'm a chef.
And I'm
This
like,
is
well,
my
that's his
nature.
job, isn't it? He just loves to
It's
cook
my
things.
job. I was cooking stuff all the time.
Yes. So yeah, there you are. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Will I play it
really
again?
liked it. I
I
wanna
don't
play
know.
again.
I do want to play it again, but for me
Yeah,
to
I wanna
play
play again.
video games at the same time as other people is very difficult.
But to get us all
It's
together,
hard to
that's the
coordinate
difficulty.
schedules.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when school's starting for me. I'm like,
Ugh. Yes.
but it's
yeah,
on
so
Game
far,
Pass.
so good.
Everybody
I've
should
been
check it out.
impressed.
Yeah, if you like a good
Yeah.
crafting game, check it out. The blueprint thing is kind of weird. You set up like here's
Yes.
where
Yeah.
this building will go, and I mean that's fine because it helps the process of okay, I'm gonna decide where the house is gonna go, and then y'all can just go get the supplies and put it in place. But it's also a little confusing when you put a roasting spit down. It just puts the blueprint down if you don't realize that. Like I didn't the first time I played the first one. I made like 6 blueprints for it, and I was like, oh man, I
Yes,
see what's
did
going
the,
on.
I did the same thing where I think it's to encourage like, okay, we're going to build this thing here, and then
Oh, yeah.
everybody can see the required ingredients for it, and then build it
Okay,
together.
You
so,
get the sap, I'll get the
Yeah.
fiber plant.
so
fiber.
it's a game that really encourages co-op, and I think
That
it's,
works
it's
really well, by the way. I think that's a really
it
good
does.
design choice.
Yeah. Once you get your head around it, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do
So
that for
And I
now.
like the fact,
gratitude,
you know,
big thumbs up.
as much as it was a chore, I kind of like the fact that you can't just put planks in your pocket or, big
Oh,
pieces of
oh,
weed
yeah.
in your pocket.
you gotta
because
carry
obviously
them
you
over
wouldn't
your
be able
shoulder,
to, would
yeah.
you? You'd have to carry it.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
sort of
they
fine
don't
with that.
overdo it with that kind of thing, right? Like there's some things you do have to carry like that. There's other things you can just keep in your pockets and stuff. And your pockets are big, and the baskets look small, but they hold a whole lot of stuff, which is very nice. The one thing I will say that's kind of annoying is that, and this is more of a a small quibble, but it can be frustrating. I like a crafting game where they give you one tier of weapons, armor, tools, and then they let you play with those for a while, and then later on they give you the second tier of stuff. In this game, you're constantly having to get the next thing. So we made, like grass armor, right? Grass hood, grass vest, you know.
Oh, you did.
whatever.
You were a big
Yeah,
Spear, exactly, spear with sticks and stones or whatever. And then as soon as we had that stuff, it was like, okay, the next thing you make, and then it started giving you like red ants, and you can make a red ant helmet, which is basically as good as the grass helmet. And then it was like mite fuzz can be used for this. And then it was like, we need gnat fuzz. So it feels like there's always this thing of like, you need this other thing. You got to keep exploring to go get this other thing. And that's just a little frustrating to me because it feels like I never have time to just enjoy the stuff I've already got.
True,
Yeah.
but then to an extent, that's how you progress through the game, isn't it? It makes you keep
It is.
going further afield to find
It does.
stuff
I
that
just
you
wish
need
you
to
had more
see.
time before you did that.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels like they're trying to rush you and like, all right, now go get this. And it's like, I just got set up in my little base. I don't want to
Yeah,
start
you
having
should
to go.
you
find
should never
other-
play the altars.
Yeah, don't
because,
ever play
because
the
that
old
game
ones.
is constantly like, I've done that now. There's like 4 other things I've got to do. So
Yeah.
yeah. No,
And that's
Greg,
one of the
Big
reasons I like
magnetic-
open world
magnetic
survival
storm
games.
coming in. Oh,
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the reasons I like open world survival games is because you can kind of set your own pace in Minecraft, right?
Yes.
Like, okay, I just want to work with wood buildings for a while,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then I'll go get iron or whatever it is. Whereas this game is more linear, not too linear, but it is, you know, you're going to do this now. Like they are telling you. And I could say, well, fuck that. I don't want to do that right now. I'm just going to keep building my little grass house.
yeah.
Whatever.
No,
It's
cool.
it's a personal problem.
Yeah, yeah.
So big thumbs up, I think, from all of us on Grounded
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I
Absolutely.
loved it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Huzzah! A rare unanimity among the
was,
veteran
it
gamers.
was.
How
Really
about
liked
that?
it.
Yeah.
Okay, we have got emails
that?
this week.
Ooh.
We
All
asked
right,
for
got a
emails.
lot of emails.
And we got emails.
Sorry. Well, first of all, thanks for everybody emailing in because
Yeah,
we did
thank you
ask
very
people
much.
to email in, and please
Good. Yeah,
continue
we
to
love
email
y'all.
in.
Keep it doing. Keep it
Uh,
doing.
What's our email address though?
vgpodcastuk@gmail.com. vgpodcastuk@gmail.com. Doesn't matter what you email
Write
in
it
about.
down.
You could email them in about what you're playing at the moment, something that bugs you
Yeah.
about video games, something that we've said that
Bugs.
pisses you off,
Pisses you
how
off.
great I am, anything.
Pissing me off.
And then before we read the emails,
How much you love this sound?
yes, yeah, we'll get loads of emails about that. So the thing that was next week's Play My Game Bitch,
Oh yeah. Do we know?
Oh, yeah.
I've got a request.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. What's your request?
There is a new Prince of Persia.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I've seen
really?
this.
Is it on Game
Stick
Pass?
with me when I say the
Yeah.
next words, because I'm not a big fan of these either.
Okay.
It's a roguelike.
Yeah, I knew that.
Ah, fuck off.
But
There we go.
let's play it and see,
Let's play it.
you know,
Should be fine.
academically, let's just give it a go.
Okay. It's on Game Pass.
It's on Game Plus.
Okay, because I ain't paying for no
No,
goddamn.
no, you're not
roguelike.
paying for it. It's all right. I'm not Stu. I don't force
That's
you
right.
to
I'm
buy
not paying
terrible
for it. I
games.
just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Fine.
can always refund them though, so you can stop your whinging.
I never refunded that game that you made us buy, by the way. I
Did
just-
you
I
not?
just- oh no, I
The
did.
Rogue Prince
I
of
did. No, I
Persia.
did. I did it on
No,
the
you
show.
did.
The one
You
that
did
cost
on
$1?
the show, didn't you?
Yeah, I
'Cause
forgot,
James
yeah.
went
One
through it.
quid.
Yeah. It was on-
Anyway,
but I got
that's
it
not
back.
emails.
Well, you know
So
what?
what
I'm
is
looking
it?
at the screenshots from this Rogue Prince of Persia. It kind of is giving old school Prince of Persia
Yeah,
vibes, which I like.
let's give it a go.
All right,
Let's
all
give it a
right,
go.
all
Let's
right.
give it a go.
Let's give it a go.
Okay,
I'll give
first-
it. I'm excited now.
First email this week is of Lewis Mortensen.
Yeah.
And he
Yes.
says, The Alters.
The
Altars.
Altars.
Hello, veterans.
Hello, Lewis.
I think the best actor for an Alters adaptation would be Mr. Bean.
Yeah,
Mr. Bean.
I
An
agree.
absurdist survival comedy featuring Mr. Bean miner collapsing a cave, Mr. Bean doctor defibrillating himself, and Mr. Bean scientist obviously exposing others to the effects of the experiments. Would be a movie I could see doubles or even triples of.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I think he's
I
got
agree.
a good
I'd
idea
love
there.
to see that. I'd love to
Yeah,
see that.
the Mr. Bean Alters movie.
I'd love to see what
I
a
think
Mr. Bean
Elon-
scientist looks like.
Yeah, who would know?
Hmm.
I think EVE Online has the greatest video game economy.
That is the correct answer.
it-
We had a question last week. What game
Yeah,
has
we
the
did.
best economy? It is EVE Online. That is correct because they have people on staff that know all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, CC.
All right, sorry, before you go on to the rest of the email. Sorry, hang on one second. I had to find this and now I found it.
Mr. Bean, what a stud. Hey, Rosa, what would you do if you could do anything to Mr. Bean?
Nothing.
Classic. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
CCP, the game's developer, has hired an economist to help them with it in the past. So
Yes, that's
you
Eve
know.
Online. Yeah. Yep.
All right, the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party?
CCP, I don't know.
I don't know.
They're just the developer
I
of the
expect
game. I
not.
don't
I
know.
was just making a joke. Go on.
Also, Baldur's Gate 3 is an amazing game. Cheers, Lou
what I hear.
Mortensen.
Yeah,
Thank
is that
you,
it? He
Lou.
just wants to say Baldur's Gate 3 is an amazing game. Right.
It's an amazing game.
Fair enough.
Mr. Bean and Baldur's Gate 3.
Second email this evening is also off Lewis Mortensen.
Oh my God.
Hello, Lewis.
He's a
And he
beast.
says, also,
Mm.
Wind Waker is an amazing game.
Wind Waker
Oh,
is
we
an
were talking
amazing
about
game.
Zelda
Have
games.
you two
Yeah,
played Wind
thank you.
Waker?
Nah.
No.
Fuck with no Zelda
You
shit.
you two are shit, man. You two call yourself gamers.
I get that a lot. It's okay. I'm
Get
not
that a
mad.
Next email this evening is off Coleman. He says, my favorite gaming moment.
Okay.
Hi all.
Hello.
Hi.
This is a tough question. It very much depends on my mood. Getting the platinum achievement on Assassin's Creed 2 Remastered. That was a great moment.
Yeah.
See that? I always want to get the plat on the original Assassin's Creed 2 on PS3, so I managed to get the plat on the PS5 instead.
Yeah.
Also, can't forget The Walking Dead, the first game, the final chapter was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, we played this as a Does It Hold Up? And it was
hold
alright.
up?
It didn't hold up as well as I'd have liked it.
I can't remember
Yeah.
playing that as a Does It Hold Up, but we did, didn't we?
Yeah,
I
we
forgot
did.
about that.
Yeah, we did.
How quickly we
Fair
forget.
play to all of you for keeping the show going for as long as you have.
Oh,
Where we
yeah.
only talked about this at the beginning of the show.
Mhm.
Only talked
Yeah.
about it.
They're all dead.
Because it was in your brain
all
because
dead.
of the
They're
All the
all
other
bodies,
dead.
bodies,
dead.
bodies.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work. Regards, Colin. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Come on, Rosa, don't be shy. Say what you would do to international sex symbol Mr. Bean's body.
Okay.
Yeah.
The final email this evening is from Jason. And
He'll be
says,
very
"Slant-"
pleased that I played Safe of Midnight because he was banging on about that game, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Slanted and enchanted.
Okay.
He says, for the listeners, the
Is he
veteran
ordering
gamers-
hash browns at Waffle House? That's a
Hey.
great one.
For the listeners, the veteran gamers are also always cryptic and a bit confusing, but one thing is for certain.
I'm sorry, Jason
I-
Gallagher calling us cryptic
I
and
think he's
confused? Okay.
being, yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing is for certain, Time Flies. Coincidentally, Time Flies is a brilliant new video game. But I'm referencing Time Flying because, Duke, it's time for your biannual colonoscopy. I heard those
no.
milkshakes bring all the veterans, though your turn's due chin at 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Hey,
Um,
go on, sorry.
Well,
There's a
I
full-
just milkshake. Huh?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't have a milkshake. I had the disgusting gallon of sludge you got to drink.
I think that's what he's
Yeah.
referring to.
Party.
Yeah, I, think
I
was
guess
just
so.
referring to-
I'm rich to call it a milkshake, but anyway.
you
Yeah,
want
once every
strawberry?
10 years, I think. No, I don't think I had. They don't have strawberry where I am.
Yeah.
What
Anyway.
about animation?
Well.
All right, go on. Rest of the email. Hit
Hey,
it.
I
Hey,
realize that Mindful Sword of Stew may be okay. Are you okay, Stew? But hurdling looks cool. Me, myself, and I, and the balls are doing much better this week. DS2 has made a turnaround and it's getting a whole lot better. What's DS2?
Death Stranding 2.
Death Stranding 2.
Interesting.
Question before I'm off. Don't say I was already off, you wankers.
You was off.
Yeah, I thought I could smell something.
Well,
Take a 10 out of 10 album and tell me a video game idea for that music. Wow.
I don't have a video game idea for that, but I've ever since I first heard Where Do I Begin by the Chemical Brothers. You know that song at the end of, is that Leave Exoplanet Dust, or is that the second album, Dig Your Own Hole?
I don't know.
Where do I start?
remember.
Where do I begin? I think it's Exoplanet Dust. Anyway, I had this vision for like that song at the beginning of a film, and this person wakes up in this like shithole of an apartment, and he just like can't see straight, and he gets dressed and he gets on a skateboard, and the rest of the song, when the beat drops, he lands on the skateboard and he's just skating through the town. Like, it would make such an epic video.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah,
That
that-
could just
one
be
of
the
those songs I
music
could
video for the song.
Very strong visual for it. But
Yeah.
it would have to, the movie would be about this person and like where he's going and all that stuff. So
Cool.
whatever. Yep.
Yeah.
Chinny, song or album, 10 out of 10.
I
Oh,
think-
sorry. Where I Begin is at the end of Exoplanet Dust. Alive Alone is at the end of. Sorry, Alive Alone is the end of Exoplanet Dust. Where Do I Begin is at the end of Dig Your Own Hole.
You okay?
Chinny, you were gonna say.
Okay.
I had to clarify. I had to
Get
get it.
that right. Get the
I'm
detail.
okay.
It's all in the detail, dude.
Exactly.
I feel like you were in some sort of like loop there, and
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Um,
glitching, to be honest. I thought
yeah.
you was glitching.
So I saw sort of 10 out of 10 albums. I sort of feel like for me the only album. Well, there's a few, but the one that I immediately thought of was Late Registration by Kanye West. I think that's pretty much 10 out of 10 for me. There aren't many stinkers on there for me.
Did you know? By the way, did you notice I put a song off that album on your mix? Did you?
I
did you
might
notice
not have,
that?
because I was only flicking through it, so I might not have.
Yeah, Dirt Off Your Shoulder. That's what I put on.
Yeah, that's Jay-Z. That's a different. That's a
Oh, that's
different.
Jay-Z.
That's
I
a
don't know,
different
I put it
black
on
man,
somewhere.
Stu.
Oh, yeah. I
Uh,
knew you'd ask me to put
They're
a
both
song
rappers.
off one album.
they're both
I thought that was
rappers,
the
and they're
album.
both black. Yes. So, Late Registration.
Not really into rap.
Some of the songs that are all black people. Some of the songs are "Touch the
Not
Sky,"
necessarily.
"Gold Digger,"
not all
"Drive
rap's by
Slow."
black people,
So I think it would have to be "Gold Digger" is about women stealing money from you and only dating you for your money. "Drive Slow" is a song about take your time. Don't go crazy. It's actually about like dating women and don't rush into dating women. I don't know. It'll have to be some sort of like driving game, I think, to drive slow. Like just a kind of like chill driving game to that album. That's what I'll say. And that's what I'm sticking with. And then there's also the song called Crack Music. I'm not sure what video game suits crack music. Probably
GTA.
yeah, GTA, yeah. So
A GTA style game.
yeah.
I don't know what I pick. I really like Massive Attack. Blue Lines is one of my favorite all-time
I was
albums.
looking back at you to see you looking back at me to see me looking
such
back
a-
at
such
you.
an album.
I was
But yeah, I don't know what game would go with that. What type of game? I guess it would be some sort of moody noir.
Yeah, it's gotta be
thriller
moody.
game, I guess.
maybe.
Don't know. That'd be a tough one, but that's one of
It
my
is a-
favorite all-time albums.
I think there's more video game possibilities for Protection, just because those songs have more. I don't know. I think of more like places with Protection,
Yeah,
whereas Blue Lines feels like a lot
Is
of
Blue
moons.
Lines their first album?
yeah.
is
It
their
is.
first.
Oh, wow.
Such an album, though. Such a great album.
It's a great album.
album.
Weather Storm is probably my favorite all-time chill track. If I'm ever tense or exhausted, I love listening to that on the way home after a long school day. I'm
Weather
just like,
Storm. That is that on the album?
No.
Yeah, it's on Blue Lines.
That's not
Mm,
on Blue.
Or is it, no, that's on
Lines.
Protection. My bad.
It is on.
I'm looking on
Sorry.
Wikipedia. I like Massive Attack. In fact, Massive Attack, fun fact, was the first single that I ever bought.
Really?
No, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on. Wait a minute. No, I've just had an absolute. I completely got that wrong. So I'll just ignore that.
So wait a minute.
What was the
was
first
your
single you
It
first
wasn't that.
single
I looked at the album and it was like, that looks like the first. No, it was Basement Jacks. Very, very different. Sorry,
then? Oh,
Basement
okay.
Jacks.
So it's still great bands.
Still great. But it was Red Alert. This was my
Red
first
Alert.
single.
Oh, that's a tune. That is.
Yeah. I was
Wow.
like, me
Wow.
and Little Dean went to town, Wolverhampton, went to HMV. I was like, that song I've heard on the radio, that Red Alert, I've got to get it. Like,
Do you know what's funny, right?
Brilliant.
Chinny's like, oh, I'm not into dance music. No, don't
that's the
give me
first
all
single
that
I ever
dance."
bought.
Fucking Red Alert to dance tune.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. The first album
what a
I ever
tune, though.
bought, like the You'll never ever guess the first album I ever bought. It was a female
Probably gonna be
artist.
fucking Moby or something.
No, it was a female
Britney
artist.
Spears.
No,
Christina
no.
Britney Spears.
No, a
Pink,
little bit,
Donna.
little less. Well, she did have a couple mainstream.
Madonna.
No, like
Cher.
proper hippie
Cyndi
woman,
Lauper.
proper hippie
Oh,
like
Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette.
No way.
Jagged Little Pill was the first album I ever bought.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was
First
like,
album I ever
Is
bought,
it
I
is
think was probably King of Rock.
I was only
is
like
the- is
11.
ironic on that album?
Ironics on that album, yeah. I was only
But
11,
then,
so
actually, it's just bad luck, isn't it? Really, isn't it? Bad luck wouldn't
Yeah.
work though. I
yeah,
suppose.
yeah. And then the second album was hold on, it's the Gwen Stefani's band. What was the name of that band? What was the name of the?
No doubt.
No Doubt.
Uh,
There you
No
go.
Doubt,
Yeah, that was my
yeah.
second album. Yeah.
Oh,
So
you're gonna-
Good
the first
album.
two albums that I bought were female leads, so I was obviously confused about it. I was like, I was trying to like make up for something. I was like, oh, these women are pretty. So, yeah. They
So
are.
Alanis Morissette, what video game would you have to that album?
What's on that album? Ironic. Mary Jane is a song on that album. You Ought to Know. You are. Yeah. Oh god, it's all coming back to me. I haven't listened to that album for a long time.
Thing with the songs we loved when we were kids.
It
they
would be.
Yeah.
live in our head forever.
It would be like a road trip. You're a young lady on a road trip,
Oh, okay.
and you've
After just breaking up with
after
someone, and
you've
you're
just split up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and you
gonna
you
go
come,
to the Grand Canyon and burn his shit as you throw it into the
And
Grand
then, like,
Canyon.
It could be a
this-
Life is Strange
this-
type of game.
this
couldn't
guy tries to chat you up in the diner, and you're like, I don't fucking need a man, and then you kick him in the balls, and then
Stab him in the eye.
you set fire to the
the balls.
diner, and it turns quite dark very quickly.
You set fire to
Really?
everything all the time.
She
It's
just
an
sets
arson game.
fire to stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be it. Good stuff.
My first single, by the way, the first single I ever bought was Adam and the Ants, Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, it's a great song.
That was the very first.
Because I
single
never knew
bought.
what Adam the Ants was, but for some reason, right, and I have no idea why, but for some reason I had an Adam and the Ants ruler for school.
Did you?
I have no idea why. No idea why.
No
and I was
idea
like,
who they were.
Love
so
Jones,
every time you say Adam and the Ants, I just think, oh, I had the ruler. Like that was I
Ant
didn't.
music is a tune. Ant music's a great song.
I like Stand and Deliver. I remember that song.
Stand and
I like that
Deliver.
one. Yeah.
I don't remember what my
that's it.
first single I ever bought was, but I do have very vivid memories of very early on owning I Can't Drive 55 by Sammy Hagar for some reason, and
Can't drive 55.
19 by Paul Hardcastle.
Oh, yeah.
19.
So I couldn't drive. I wasn't going to join the military, but the two songs I remember having earliest in my life
Oh.
are about the Vietnam War and about speeding on the
I
highway.
remember.
Yeah.
I remember my brother playing Rock Me Amadeus. You remember that?
Oh,
God,
yeah,
that
it's-
song was terrible.
Falco, baby. Where is
19
And,
released
the other.
released in 1984. I Can't Drive 55 by Sammy Hagar. Yeah.
There you go. And the other one he used to play a lot was Tarzan Boy. Remember that?
he?
No.
Oh, I vaguely remember
Oh,
that one.
Oh right, is that? Yeah, I know that song. Amazingly, from those noises that you made there,
That
Stu.
lovely music that you
Oh, yeah.
We
reproduced.
just
I
got a
got-
copyright strike.
Yeah, we probably did. We probably did.
By the way, Chini, can I just clarify? I didn't put the Grease Mega Mix on your mix.
Thank fuck for that.
Just let you know.
Thank God.
Because everybody
But he
wants
did
that
put
on
this
the
on the mix.
don't
But
they?
for
The
halfway,
party.
I didn't hear that, any of that, Duke. Sorry.
I cut it off because you're going to say something. Good.
Halfway on the mix, so you're just gonna go, Chinny, I hate you so much.
No, I'm not.
Fuck
I
you,
did
stupid
put, by the
birthday
way,
kids.
and I think this might be a step too far, but I did put a very hard drum and bass version of Breathe by the Prodigy on it, though.
Hey, if somebody says, what the fuck's going on with this music? And I'm like, it's Stu's DJ.
I know.
We
I
have
to
put
play it.
through
He's
a-
under the
just a
knife
load of
right
drum
now.
and bass
Yeah.
on for about 40 minutes.
Yep. So they're all gonna think that it's like
Uh,
my type of thing. They're like, oh, does Mike like drum and bass? I'm like,
I think it's quite a
He
good
does drum and
juxtaposition
bass,
though,
yeah.
because it's all like kind of soully, funky house, and then all of a sudden it's like rock hard drum and bass.
you just
Yeah,
couldn't
it's
help
simple.
yourself, could you? You couldn't help yourself.
I had to do it,
Mm.
and I've got to say, and I've said this already, but the mix into it is so good.
Top draw.
The way I go from sort of house to drum and bass.
Yeah.
I think you'll be impressed.
All right.
Really impressed. Anyway,
Anyway.
weirdly, he carries on. I gotta go and cut my hair, and then
This
I'll
is
be honest.
Jason.
He was fucking channeling Tarzan boy here because he's oh. That's all he's written. Loads of bows. He
Wow.
must have been channeling Tarzan boy.
I guess so.
Time to hit the pavement, Jason. P.S. I would turn disintegration into a love story with the words of the songs and full songs implemented into the dialogue and puzzles. Hopelessly drift in the eyes of a ghost again.
Okay.
I've no idea who Disintegration is. Does anyone know what that album is?
I have no idea what he's talking about. Sorry, Jason.
So sorry, Jason. I don't know. You'll have to let us know what 10 out of 10 album that is exactly. Okay. On that note, it's time for Speaky Pipies, which I have sent.
The Cure. It's by The Cure.
While we're talking about music, by the way,
No, it's crap.
the song I cannot stop listening to right now, Starburster, Fontaines DC.
Are you joking? Are you actually
You're
joking?
Are you fucking
No,
joking?
because you were talking about them recently, but I didn't realize that was
the
them.
one song
You met-
that I told Duke to put that's from Fontaines DC is Starburster.
Stu,
I
you
put
told
it on
Stu.
at the end.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I put
Right.
it-
Duke,
'Cause
yeah,
I know
yeah.
you're talking about it, but I didn't realize it was them.
It's
So
a good
I was
tune, by
listening
the
to
way.
that.
I
the other
really
day,
like it.
Yeah.
So have you seen the video for it?
No.
No, I haven't. But I
What
really
the
like
don't?
it.
That video is so fucked up. Like it's really disturbing.
Oh,
It's
cool.
not violent, but it's like got these overtones
They-
of just like, oh god.
It has a bit of a sound of like baggy music from the 90s in Manchester. It has that sort
Yeah, a
of
little
vibe
bit.
about it.
But
So like, and the flow is so good. Like
It's very good.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah,
It's hip-hop level.
there's a few albums of Fontaine DC. I think they're on like their third or fourth album now, and I was told about it about 6-7 months ago, and maybe a year ago. I can't remember. But the album Romance is I was obsessed with. I was absolutely so, and there were certain songs on that album that I was like, I don't like this one that much. And then after a while, I was like, I'm singing that one, the one that I didn't like. And then all of a sudden, there's loads of growers on there, and there's some instant hits, and you're like, this is a banger.
Yeah.
But there's some
The
ones
first
like,
time I heard Starburst, I was like, okay, I must have this in my collection.
Yeah. But listen to the album, dude. There's some good stuff, and on their other albums as well. There's some great stuff. But even I played Tony Hawk's, the recent Tony Hawk 3 and 4. They've got a Fontaines DC song in there. Obviously, that wasn't out when the original game was out, but they've mixed up some of the original songs to the newer songs. And it's boys from the. Was it boys from the? What the fuck's the famous song? I don't know. Boys in the Better Land is one of their more famous songs, and that's on there, and it really suits. It's sort of not quite ska, but it's kind of like that kind of vibe. So really suits the game.
I've got to say,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Ska is my whole identity, and I will never change my mind on it.
I've got to say, perfect song to finish your mix on. I thought.
Yeah. It's a great song. Yeah.
That or They Came in Peace by Tranquility Base.
Yeah.
All right, here comes the
Okay,
first
speak
speak pipe from Anonymous.
Yeah, we don't know who this is from. I haven't listened.
I know all of them. That is a nice campus there.
It's very choppy. That's not me. I'm not doing that. It's just
Play
a
it.
choppy.
Is it? Play it
series of
again.
sounds.
Play it again.
Is that it?
Well, that's only the
whole-
first 8 seconds.
Oh, okay.
All
So
right, okay.
yeah, let me keep going. This is weird. This sounds like someone
Pocket dial, isn't it?
left the phone on while they went out to torture someone in the basement, and like we're just hearing the kids playing outside.
No, it's like a pocket dial, isn't it? Somebody rings you from their
Yeah,
It
pocket.
can't be though. You can't do that with fucking speak pipes.
Maybe somebody did it.
Oh, maybe they.
Can't do a
Well,
button
we're gonna
dial.
get answers. This is only 20 seconds in. There's a whole minute left.
I don't think we will.
All right, well, let's just find out.
Just Barney. What was the DVD
What the fuck?
It's a pocket dial. You can hear the pocket.
It can't be. How do you pocket dial a speak
It's a pocket
Because
dial.
someone's looking at our website or something on somewhere, and then they're like, "What is this?" And I'll look at it later, and then they accidentally
It's a
touched
pocket
it
dial.
when
You
they-
can hear when you get pocket dialed. you can hear the walking. You can hear the
I
pocket.
get that, but how do you do that on
I don't know.
a
Oh, it's a rhetorical question you're asking. I don't know.
It's rare, but it probably. I mean, this is the first
You-
time it's
you-
ever happened.
Are
so
you
far as
telling
we
me,
know.
Stu, that it's impossible for it to happen? Because
No, I'm not
it's-
saying it's impossible, but it is a bit weird.
it is a
isn't
bit
it?
weird. But you know,
It's
people
not
do stuff.
just me.
And
who
we're only
thinks
halfway done. Let's
Maybe
let's
maybe
Oh,
he was
okay.
this person was going to do it, and then somebody called them to murder someone in their
Maybe.
basement. You know.
that. Okay.
It's murder in time. Oh, he's coughing now.
That's a
Wouldn't it funny if
possibility.
this is Stu? Like
Yeah.
Stu is the one who
It's
accidentally
so
did this.
funny.
It's definitely not me.
I'm going to do an impression of Duke here. Welcome to the Veteran Gamers, where we just listen to people pocket dollars.
Wow, we play all the speak pipes that come our
Although,
way.
maybe
That's
we
not
should
new.
screen them, is what I'm saying.
Maybe. Well, I didn't realize. How often would this happen in reality?
Jesus.
You know what
Well,
I mean?
apparently we've got
This
no
is a-
explanation. We're
So,
coming to the end now.
If anybody thinks this is
That's
this is really sad, they're so desperate
fucking
for speak
bizarre.
pipes. This we'll just play pocket dolls. Honestly, we'll just
Yeah.
play. 'em.
Oh, we'll play anything.
We'll play anything. That's proof on this show. You send us a
Alright.
speak pipe, we'll play it.
That's right. Now, hopefully, this will be an even better speak pipe coming
Yeah,
here.
this
I
will be
know, I've
better.
got a
Same
feeling it
muscle.
might be another pocket doll.
Let's find out.
Hey, Veteran Gamers. I
Oh.
saw a video on YouTube earlier this week about the 2011 tsunami that hit northern Japan and about the Fukushima
Oh.
nuclear plant disaster. And the video concentrated more on what's happened since then and about how the Fukushima area has bounced back. And it seems that apart from the plant itself, it's fairly safe to live in the Fukushima area. The nuclear levels are very low, just on par with most major cities. And they were talking about the pros and cons of nuclear power, about how it can be used for good in certain circumstances. But of course, the opposite can be true, how dangerous it can be. And they even talked about naturally occurring radiation in foods, and they mentioned things like Brazil nuts, carrots, potatoes, bananas. And it got me thinking about, do we know what's in the food we eat? I know there's a big thing in the USA at the moment about the health of the children, especially from the foods they eat. But
Well, kind
do
of.
adults know what's in the food they eat? Do they take notice? I mean, do you take notice of what the ingredients are in there? Do you try to eat healthy? Or do you take the view that if it's being sold to the public, it must be safe? But if you came across some foods where you weren't sure what the active ingredients were, would you still buy it and eat it? I guess the overall question is, do you practice a healthy eating lifestyle? And that's it for now.
Hell no, I don't practice no healthy eating lifestyle. I have stepped it up a little bit in recent months because my blood pressure is too high, and so I had to cut out, a lot of the salty stuff. Switched to trying to eat more salads, which I have been doing. But I'm addicted to processed food. I'm addicted to unhealthy stuff, so I'm not as careful as I should be about what I eat. Yeah. No.
I definitely am more so now than I ever used to be. We are trying to cut out super processed foods. And I'll be honest, what did I look at the other day? I think it was just some pre-roasted chicken mini fillets.
Oh yeah.
So there was nothing else on them. They were just plain, supposedly flame grilled chicken mini fillets.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned the box around to look at the ingredients, and there was fucking about 15 or 20 ingredients, and I'm like,
Yeah, keep it
It's
fresh for 7
flame-
years.
flame grilled chicken fillets. What the fuck is all this stuff in it? And so I tend to look down
Flavor
for the one
enhancer?
that have the least number of it. And this is a great rule of thumb for anyone looking for super processed foods. If you've never heard of it, it's probably super processed. So if there's an ingredient in there and you've
Oh, yeah.
no idea what it is, it's probably been super processed. I mean, we cook virtually everything from scratch at home, so we very rarely eat any sort of ready meals. Apart from trying to be healthy, just the amount of salt in stuff is absolutely ridiculous, and I've got to, practice a fairly low salt diet.
Yeah.
But the amount of salt in just everyday food is just madness.
Agreed. Jenny, thoughts on your eating habits?
Yeah, it could be better. I forgot what. There's a condition for what I had. There's like a name for it. Fear, and I sort of suffered with this. I forgot what it's called.
I'll tell you what. While you're looking for that, hey, let's hear what Rosa would do to Mr. Bean's body.
Fine. I would take a very large glass.
Yeah.
Let himself out.
Yeah. So it's called food neophobia, which yeah. So it's a thing. It's basically neophobia. I think stands for fear of new things. Food neophobia is the fear of new foods.
You're a
So
fussy eater.
I was, and I when I was growing up, I ate very little variety. It was pretty poor. My parents, I said to my dad recently about this. He was like, he used to worry sick about it. I said, you should have starved me. Honestly, you should have starved me. Like, I'm telling him, like, you should have just starved me and said, tough titties, like, you've got to eat this or you'll
eat it eventually because there's nothing else.
Because that would have
sick of having spaghetti. Well, then you ain't hungry then.
Yeah, that would have like set me up a bit better. But hey, so as a result, yeah, my diet is a lot better these days, and I mostly get good stuff from a service. We are not endorsing this service, by the way, because they are not paying this. So I'm not going to say the name because I want that money. But it's like when I lost weight for my wedding, it's basically prepped meal. You know, these prepped meals, but they're healthy.
Yeah.
And it's that kind of stuff where like it's prep meals, it's frozen. I can just microwave it, but it's got good stuff in there. Like it's got all the different things that I need, and it's not like processed too much. It's got stuff like a lot of veg and stuff in there, and it tells you everything. And every time I check it. Sometimes I check it. You know, these fitness apps and stuff where you check these products, and it always goes like, this is really good. Like this, whatever this is, like it's got loads of like good stuff in it. So I eat those just to sort of get me through when you need a meal, or a lunch at work, or you just need something. Those usually see me through. And then, for example, the weekend, Tara goes, I want a Chinese. I'm like, well, I ain't gonna argue with that. So then we have a Chinese, and yeah. So it's moderation. It could be better, but it is a lot better than what it was. My diet was awful when I was young.
And how are you approaching with Rosa and food?
She is brilliant. So one of my fears as a parent is for her to pass on, for me to pass on my fear of new food to her. And apparently, because this has been a debate, and Rosa's auntie, my brother-in-law's partner, she's a child counsellor, so she's very up on these things, and she said, is it nature or nurture, these things? Like, is it because the way I was raised? And unfortunately, it is nature. It is genetics. Really? Yeah. So
it can be.
It can be. Yeah. So, but
luckily, everything that's nature can be adjusted through some nurture.
Look, studies have shown that it's more nature than nurture. So, luckily, Tara is very, very good at food. Right. She's always been good at food. She's always eaten well, and she's always had a variety diet. So I feel like Rosa has probably picked this up from Tara, inherited her genes, and she's starting to look a little bit like Tara as well. But yeah, she's great with food. Like today, we had a meal for people that are local to me. We have listeners that are local to me. We had a meal at a place called The Fox at Shipley on the Bridgenorth Road, and it's a very nice place. And we don't buy her a kids' meal because it's a waste of money. So what we do is we just split up all our food and give her a plate.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Because she ends up eating enough. So she had chicken, she had rice, she'll eat broccoli, she'll eat corn on the cob. Like these are things that like I don't necessarily eat very much of. But her favourite isn't quite healthy. Is biscuits and yogurt. That's her favourite. That's what she's like. Yeah. That's her end goal. That's like, come on, give me that. But she does eat really, really well. Chicken, fish fingers. Like these. I know fish fingers aren't the most healthiest thing, but for
fine though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. She's doing
worse things.
Couscous. She'll like couscous. She'll like.
I love couscous.
Yeah,
I hate it. I love it.
Yeah, she eats that. The only thing she doesn't really like is sort of things that are like a saucy, like a big, it's got salt. But she did have a bit of gravy on her chips today, which is unusual. But yeah, she eats really well. So that was one of my fears was that like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to go through this whole thing with her, and but
You
no,
will suffer as your parents.
there are days where you make her a pasta or something. She's like, don't like it, and I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Well,
All right.
guess what? You're gonna learn to like it.
Yeah,
Goddamn it.
but we've
Millie ate everything
yeah,
and anything.
yeah. Well,
She was
Millie's
fine,
just the
and she still
perfect
is.
little girl, isn't she?
Yeah, apart from, I mean, she'll not eat Brussels sprouts. She won't eat cabbage.
Good. Nobody should be eating that shit.
No. This is the other thing
but
as well,
more
because
than that, she's pretty
growing
much
up as a fussy eater, right? You feel like because I don't like something, it's me being fussy about it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's my problem, it's my fault. But then it took me a while to realise that like, oh, there's some things that I just won't like. Do you know what I mean? Like there's just some things I'll eat, and because for example, ketchup, right? I don't like ketchup. Like I've tried it. So I know some people consider that weird, but I think if you're eating ketchup and you're over the age of 20, fucking grow up. Or anyway, but what I mean is like, I kept on trying it. I was like, I just don't like it, and then I was like, actually, I don't like it. I've tried it and I don't like it.
Fine.
That's fair enough.
It seems like being a fussy eater, there's some things you just refuse to try. And then there's going to be some things you don't like. And people are going to get frustrated and assume that it's all things that you refuse to give it a chance. Whereas, in fact, there's going to be some things that people just don't jive with, and that's
there
fine.
are some of that. I was going to say, because there are some people who will say, oh, I don't like that. I'm like, have you ever tried it? No.
Well, yeah.
Or have you ever... I didn't like sushi because the only
once, and
sushi
then
I'd
you
had
decide
was
if
from
you
a
don't
supermarket
like it or
for a
not.
while. And then I was like, okay, I had good sushi. I'm like, okay, I do like sushi.
Yeah, so people like you, Stu, would be my fucking worst nightmare, right? Because you would be like, just try it. How do you know you don't like it?
Well, if you had never tried it,
No,
how do you know
but the
you
thing
don't like it?
is, so
That's
this is the thing, right? The act of putting a new foreign food into my I don't mean foreign as it's an abroad dish, but foreign to me.
Bit racist, isn't it?
You're right.
Don't give me none of that foreign muck.
I've heard very old-fashioned people say that to me. But something that is new to me that I have never tried before. The idea of putting that in my mouth is very, very daunting to me. Right? It's less so now. Right? And this works across the board. This works across like things that are healthy or things that are not healthy. So if there's a new flavour of crisp, right? And my brother-in-law, who you love, Simeon, he loves doing this to me. He's like,
to be fair, that's the only reason I'm disappointed about not coming to your party. I wasn't that bothered about you, but Simeon,
But I'm sure he'll be sad that you're not there. But he loves experimenting with me. Simeon does. He goes, Mike, I think I've worked out a crisp that you might like because he loves to find things that I'm gonna like, right? He gets really big joy out of it. But I said to him, like, this is traumatic for me, right? And he's like, no, there's a new flavour of crisp that I found, and I've got it just for you, and he'll get it just for me. And I go to his house, and he's like, try this, and like, I really have to like,
I'll give it a lick, just lick one.
And people like yourself, Duke, you're surrounded with food all the time, and you're trying things, like. To me, that is horrible. It's so difficult for me. It's against everything that I want to do, and I have to do it.
That's the opposite. For me, it's like, give it here. Let's give it a go. I'll try anything.
It's a complete different thing for me. You know, like
it's funny.
Go on,
the sound clip I have here is actually it's the intro to the bit from George Carlin when he was talking about being a fussy eater as a child. His mother would say, how do you know you don't like it if you've never even tried it? And he said,
exactly.
It came to me in a dream.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a weird. I remember watching this show. I will stop talking about this bollocks after a bit. Well, I remember watching this show, right? And it was one of these shows that like, check out these fucking idiots that can't eat food. They're fucking stupid losers, right? And it was like fussy. It was called like Fussy Eaters, the absolute plebs or whatever. What a bunch of dickheads. That was the full title of the show. And they was
it on Channel 4?
Yeah, 5 probably. And
Channel 5.
Yeah, they walked past this veggie stand at a market, you know, like a traditional food market, right? And the woman was feeling a bit sick, right? As she was smelling the food, right? Because smell is a trigger, right? So if you smell a food that you don't like, it's a trigger. And all the show, the people that were watching, like this, they were like commentators on the show, the sort of people with her, they were like, "Oh God, how can you be sick? It's just food." And I was watching it going, I fucking relate to that woman. Like, I wouldn't be that bad. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't walk past things and be like, oh, I feel sick. But I'm like, I get it. Like, I totally get it. And I remember going out in town once, and this like, I say girl, it was a woman, and she was about my age, and she was a friend of a friend and all this sort of stuff. And I sort of figured out that the only thing that she eats is chips, like French fries and chips. Right, it's the only thing she eats. And I spoke to her about it, and I was like, I was a really fussy eater, and I told her about it, and she was obsessed with how I figured out how to not be a fussy eater. And I was like, there's a person who everybody sort of makes fun of her eating chips and fries, and then as soon as she found out that, like, I got out of it, right, and I say got out of it, but I'm still somewhat fussy, but not too bad.
Right, but you have experience with it, and you're in a different place now.
I had a path, and she was. I think she was a little bit older than me, but I had a path of like, how did I? She was fascinated by it, so you could tell there was an internal torture that she had of like, I don't want to be this person.
And I feel like that's true with a lot of people with a lot of stuff. Like I see it with students sometimes, where like. There's no doubt that a lot of students just don't like school and they don't put forth the necessary effort and so forth. But there's also students who struggle or they're sick of struggling. You know what I mean? Like they want help, but they don't ask for it. Or
they don't know. They don't know how to ask for it. They don't
know how to ask for it.
Yeah.
And I think that's true with a lot of people in food in various ways. And it's very easy for us to condemn individuals for their eating choices. And I'm obviously someone who makes pretty bad food choices on a regular basis. But I also recognize that, the world we live in is real. Like you said, Stu, you pick up something, and even something you think is going to have very little processing in it is still loaded with chemicals and shit, because the economic system is focused on so much profit. And that starts for food with keeping it on the shelves for a long time and transporting it a long way and so forth and so on. So if we want to transform the health of our food, we have to transform that nature of the economic system when it comes to food and make it easier for people to access, locally grown vegetables and less processed food and so forth.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, we solved that.
I think
What's
it's
next?
that time. I think it's that time of the show. We need to do some shout outs and
Let's
get
do
the
some
hell
shout-outs.
out
It's
of
time for a
here.
shout out. Hey!
All right, I'm going to start by shouting
go on,
out
you go.
Stu because I was listening to some of your mixes on Reflow on Hear This or whatever the fuck it is. I really like the Detroit one or the Chicago House one.
Oh,
which was
Chicago
great.
House is a good mix.
Chicago House, that was a good mix. And the Stadium one, you were like, you couldn't make it to Tomorrowland. Well, this will make you feel like you had, which I thought was a funny caption. So yeah, big ups on that. And also, speaking of music, I had my crossover with Chinny a minute ago with Thirst Puncher, whatever it's called. Stu, I was listening to Jamie XX recently. All you children gather round, and you were the one who turned me on to that album. So, thank you for that.
I love Jamie XX. He does some fucking good music.
He does.
Yeah,
some good music.
I like Jamie XX.
Wow,
Yeah.
we got
And he's
unanimity on
dancing.
that too.
He's frigging dancing. What is the matter with you?
I like all music. I like all
And
stuff.
he did a good DJ mix too. He had a song called
Yeah,
"I
he
Hate Hate" is on that mix, which I thought was really good. He
Now,
mixed it with a
ask
good
me to
funk.
name a Jamie XX song.
All you children.
I wouldn't know, but
Say all you children.
so all you children.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. The intro. That's one.
Yeah.
The intro.
Right.
Yeah. So there you
All
are.
right. Who's next? Shout outs.
I'll go. I'm going to say, I will see you guys, at the other side, I suppose, next week.
Ooh, you can do that. We love
And just
you.
thank you,
Have a good
to
time.
all the support and all the nice messages and stuff that we've had over the time. I've been coming up to this point, and everyone's lovely. So, yeah.
Have we reached the
That's
point where
about
we're
it,
live
really.
streaming operations yet? Because that would be pretty cool to watch it
Yeah,
happen.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Can't get a ring camera in the room.
Are you
It
thinking
wouldn't
Unless-
bother-
the way you said that, Stu, you're sort of saying that like this will be your last ever podcast? You think
No, on the other side of this,
you'll
on the
be
other side of the
fine,
op.
Stu. You're gonna be
On the
fine.
other side.
Right.
So I'll speak to you. I'll
Yeah.
speak to you on Sunday, as always. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
what it
will be thinking of you, Stu, definitely. So
Yeah.
I do wish you all the best with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll text you and let you know how it went.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Antonio who came into the chat and immediately said, "Hey, new graphics."
Yeah.
So he recognized
Yeah,
the beautiful new graphics that Jamie did. Thank you.
He
Speaking to
gets
Jamie.
the production. Do you know what I mean? He sees the production.
That's right. He knows how it's done.
Yes, absolutely. So my shout outs are Jamie for the new graphics. Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah, I like it.
I did pay him for the graphics because I think it's important to pay.
Pay for work.
Our artists,
You could have gotten it for free from AI, dude. You didn't have to pay.
I know.
Yeah, man. We could just got ChatGPT.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think
That's
ChatGPT
partly my money.
would have done.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
DALL-E or Gemini could have.
No,
I'm just kidding.
It's cool. And for people that didn't see the video intro, the animation, there's a full animation. I'm going to load this animation to YouTube just after this show, but we have a full animated intro to the show now, and I'll put it on TikTok. And it's
now. Here's the question, Jenny: were you able to time it perfectly?
No.
Like, how are you able to? Okay.
The way I time it is
There's like graphics that correlate to the lyrics.
Yes, and I worried about that, and I debated about that, and I was like, I just have to press the button on time. That's all I have to do. But what can you do? So shout out to Jamie. Thank you very much. I will upload the intro onto our YouTube and TikTok for people to look at it. Shout out to Connor Surley for doing our social media stuff. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Shout out to the podcasts that I shouted out. Like, I hope that some of them still listen. I miss them all. So the ones that are still going are the Overseas Connection and the Seal Podcast. I was listening to them while doing my gardening. That's right. And shout out to the ones that are kind of still going. Joysticks and Chill and Midlife Gamer. I guess they're still sort of going. But then shout out to the ones that they're all dead, which is the Playable, Entertain Nerds, True Skill Game, Boss Wave, Game Punchers, Couch Mercenaries, 360 Plus, but also the Gamesman, which unfortunately one of them did pass away, and we love him and we miss him, Gary.
Love you, Gary.
Yeah, but there you are. Yeah, shout out to them, and shout out to our patrons, which are Connor Searle, Seth McNitt, Value, Sean Thiel, Dan Fletcher, Adam Birmingham, Armar Parvez, Christian, Matt Nation, Robert Wilcox, Jake Peterson, and Nigel Strutt. Thank you very much for giving us cash.
Money. Also, shout out to SLH and Sarely, and who else was in the chat? Mr. Nightlore, C Hutch, Soul Brother #1, Chill Robots, and Antonio.
Yay.
And everybody who sent us emails, speak pipes.
Keep them
Thanks for
coming.
being in touch. Everybody's part of our community. Thanks for listening. We done?
That's it. We're done.
We're done.
That's it.
Thank you, good night, much love.
All right, show's over. No refunds. You heard the robot. Get out. Movies aren't stupid. They fill us with romance and hatred and revenge fantasy.
Enchantment.
Video games and drugs, those two things don't mix.
Yeah. Oh, also, I've added something different on the Patreon.
Oh, go on.
So I'm going to try and upload a few more things on there. But I've added the thing that where if people want to annually subscribe to the Patreon, they get a 25% discount. So
all right.
it's cheaper to do it annually. So
And do they get something extra if they do it?
no, they get fuck all, right?
Well,
But
they gain some money back.
well,
yeah.
yeah, I suppose so. So that's, I think it's like pre-enrolled, so it's not quite active, but I've sort of done that in the background. So yeah, if you are supporting us on Patreon, maybe just do it annually. And if you still want to support us, if you don't want to support us, that's fine.
I mean, the fact that they're doing it in order to support us might suggest they want to give us the maximum amount of money possible rather than, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people are going to do it annually in order to get the annual premium for less money.
Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe
we don't have premium, so fuck off. You get a shirt if you're lucky.
You get a shirt if you're lucky, which I still need to send Seth's and Connor's, which I haven't done.
As much as I love you all, I've got to go to bed. I'm still working,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Till
All right. Well, good luck with the work. Good luck with the operation.
Yeah.
Let us know how you're doing when you get on the other side of it. And
I will.
yeah.
I will.
Peace out.
And Chinny,
Have a good week, Chinny.
What?
Happy birthday.
delete the mix I sent you and download the new one. Don't play.
No, sell the old mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Sell
do
it.
it black market. This
Yeah,
is
the
a
original-
never before
the
heard
original, I
mix.
didn't like it mix. Actually, it's
Yeah.
only I've literally only changed one
First
song and added a
draft.
couple more in.
Okay. All right.
Um,
All right.
But yeah, make sure
All
you
right.
play the right
Peace
one.
out.
Okay, no.
See you in a bit.
Have a great party, Chini, because I may or may not. Well, I'll
Yeah.
speak to you after the operation, I guess.
Yes.
So.
Yes. All right.
Okie dokie.
All right. See you in a bit.
And I will speak to you next week, Duke. See you later.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.